I don't know what happened. Why? This is like the third time it's done it to me now. I'm gonna make another note here. Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to EFP. We're on this channel, not the other channel. Fuck you, OBS, for your latest update. It looks like we are good. We are good now. Well, anyway, let me do what I did over there. I'm so fucking tired. I am exhausted. It has been a long but fun week, and lots of fun means lots of stuff to do, means Eric is pretty small on the sleep schedule. I haven't had that much. But tonight's going to be fun. The last side quest. Did you guys all catch up? Did you guys get to watch the last side quest yet? I mean, I know Allie obviously did. She was there.
I did. I watched it. When Todd was like, damn it, Kelly, you're right. I thought he was talking about me being like, isn't she at X hit points? And then it ended up being the Clippy image.
Yeah.
I have not watched it yet.
Oh, God.
Oh, well,
I guess you'll get to live out that scene on your own.
Yeah.
During the show.
Great.
Yeah. Hey, remember that new friend we made?
Which one?
Francis, the one you guys met eating in the dining car?
The other member of our Lunch Bunch gang?
Oh, Christ.
Let's just say he may not be walking again.
Right.
Like ever.
Awesome.
I don't know. Straight horror movie. It was like right up there in the horror movie level. Like,
is he still alive?
I mean, sort of.
Is he stable?
That's a different
He's
question.
rich, right?
That's two questions. Excuse me. That's two questions, and there's no trauma team.
He's rich, right?
Oh yeah,
There's
he's
no
well
trauma
off.
team.
He's very well off. He's actually very
Cool.
nice.
That means awesome. That means he can pay for a new set of legs or something.
He has to
set that up.
survive.
He has to survive first.
Yeah.
Unless you're digging for an inheritance.
I don't know. I don't know if he'll.
survive.
I don't know if he'll make it. To be honest with you, because it's bad.
Lillian's like, just put me in your will real quick.
Write me in, bro. Write me in. I promise. I'll make sure you survive.
Tag me
There's
in,
still
Francis.
time
You
to
can
wed.
God damn it. No.
If you could get Nora in there, she could just touch him with one finger and heal him to full. Sure.
Oh, I thought you were
Stitch
gonna
you back
say-
together.
I thought you were going to say she can officiate the wedding real quick.
That's what I thought you were going to say. It's like
I
she
actually
can just
do that.
notarize that
Legal-
shit, click, and
legal
just
warrant.
right in the pocket.
Legal
Will.
warrant.
Nope.
Let me fix that will up for you.
Francis, I have a confession. Quick, on your deathbed. I've always loved you and your money.
Mostly your money. Sonora's got a patch point.
Yep.
Voss has got 2 patch points.
Huh?
Patch. You got 1 patch, hero point. And box close. I'm doing the hero points. So what else? What
I
else
have
should
one
you know?
patch currently.
Yeah, you should know. Yeah, the ones for the live show won't give you that stuff. Bye, Everston.
Bye.
I'm sorry, man. This camera hates me. I logged in today, got all set up, like, hey, the camera's working perfectly normal, and then it's been choppy bullshit ever since.
It's probably internet connection, man. We gotta
Somebody
find a
once
way
thought that I was just a cardboard cutout because I wasn't moving enough on screen. Well, here you
It's
go.
the internet.
You're gonna get it even worse.
Hey, Ash
Lean
Brown.
into it.
Welcome to the pre-show. There are question cards here. We're just shooting the shit for a little bit while people get in here, and then we'll start the live show. I think Q&A will pull them up. Nope. Questions? No. There we go. There should be a free card there for the pre-show. And we'll answer questions as well during the live show. Things are about to get real bad for the team. And I can't wait.
I already told you what I'm coming back as.
I know.
Actually, hold on. There's 2 different things I can come back as.
2?
Well, one of
I
them's
know
gonna suplex
one
the
for
train.
sure. Oh, and the other one, yeah, there's the old retinue member. Forgot about the retinue. It's true. Could be a retinue member. Hey, you know, Angelo could start up a new version of the Hand of Flame. Uh-oh. This is our first question. What's the worst time to get added to the will? God damn it, Drew. When you realize you're acquiring their debts.
Yeah.
That's the worst time to get added to the will. Like, oh, you get this entire house. By the way, it's underwater. That's the worst.
Fuck, not
Enjoy your
again.
life.
You've inherited this family business. It's not an LLC, it's a sole proprietorship.
Mhm.
SOUL.
Yeah.
One asks,
Yeah, no,
what's your favorite way
We
to
were talking beforehand about
Wait,
what happened to the
was that?
side quest.
What's your favorite way to get added to the will? Well, hopefully she's young, rich, and attractive.
Fettered to an amulet,
Yes.
so that if there are any questions about who gets things, I can just ask.
Smart.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep. Fettering
You're
is the best way. Oh, I'm sorry, Grandma. Could you please tell me, was it supposed to be Nathaniel getting things, or was it me? Grandma, remember, I'm holding your reliquary. He doesn't even talk to you once a week.
I talk to you all the time.
Yeah, right?
Issue threats.
I became
Thanks,
an Emerald
Scott.
Order member, so I could talk to you
Welcome.
whenever I wanted. Question cards are up for the pre-show here. Scott, welcome to the show. How you doing, buddy? Oh yeah, Scott won on. I forgot. Scott won on Monday. He won the chain old school chainmail dice.
I've got. Yeah,
How you
right.
doing, bud? It's gonna be, and there is the town hall card. Well, not town hall, but there's the free cards tonight as well for the show. We are low on hero points on a few people. We got some people on the struggle bus here. Not horrible. Well, actually,
Just a little
Foxglove's pretty struggle bussing. How bad is she right now? I just updated all this afternoon.
We're coming in at a fresh 22 hit points.
Yeah, oh yeah, you're
We're
fucked
talking
up
about hero
physically.
We're talking
Hero
about hero
points,
points, too.
you are.
Oh, yeah,
After
no.
the last show, you have used 21. You used 2 last show, right? I used 3, but 1 is
I
a
think I
patch,
used
so
3.
2. So that is 23 of 28. You're low.
Oh.
You're low. Everston, of course, has like a buttload because he never spends any of his items ever. He just sits on them and hoards them like
Listen.
a dragon. Nora's at 31 of 43. Voss is at 35 of 47. Oliver is at, when he left, 15 of 19, but you took those points. I gave those to you. We healed up a good part of the city. They're at 400 HP out of 1,400. We'll make a roll for them here at the end of the night.
I thought that Martson got some back during our last live show. Is that including that?
Oh, you're right. They're at 458. 458 of 1,400. And then we spent all of our heal cards as well, putting them at 508 at the end. Sorry, I had a note in our town hall. So we're at 508 of 1,400. So you're still at a penalty, but they're getting by. And now you're going into a ghost war. So, what could go wrong?
Gonna be great.
What does the 130 of 200 mean? So stream loot cards, cards purchased. Right now, when we hit 200, we have something special we're doing. We already hit our 500 goal. The 500 goal was to schedule our second episode of Ogre Force. And we're doing that right now. The gentleman who plays Black Lion, Adam Kahn, is currently on at the same time. We share a time slot, unfortunately. He's over at the DAT Network for their new Harbinger series ran by Megan Caves. And he is the Black Lion. Or Black Ogre, sorry. Black Ogre, you're correct.
Black Ogre.
Sorry. So we're trying to find out a day to bring him back on to do that. We might do a Sunday. We can get everybody on a Sunday together. Whoops, we might do a Sunday game and do our second episode because that was super fun. It is so opposite of the show.
Tell us about your
next character after we TPK. My group is very worried right now about dying.
Well, so I have 2 different options in mind. One of them is going to be Sabin from Final Fantasy VI. Just going to fucking suplex trains all day, every day. And the second one is, I keep saying I need to play an evil character again. So,
Hey, it's my favorite kind of thing to play. Do you need to? Do you?
well, I don't need to. I really want to.
Nora will always be right. Nora will always be memorable.
Need
Marzen
and
will
want
always
are
be
2
memorable.
very different things.
But nothing will be more memorable than you being stealth for like 8 to 10 episodes. I will never forget that. That
As
no
a
one
fighter,
saw you.
As a fighter.
As a fighter.
Never even met her.
stealth. Never met her. Was it 8 episodes or did we go 12? It was long.
It was 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Because
And then
I
she
did really
played
well on my
NPCs.
disguise checks. Played NPCs. Played 2
bullshit.
different people who are actually
bullshit.
the same person.
Thanks, Daniel.
I
So
may,
wait a
I may
minute.
have stole. I may have stolen.
Wait,
some
wait,
stuff
wait,
from
wait,
the
wait, wait,
group.
wait, wait. Hang on, hang on, hang on.
We're not in the will.
Wait, so your character was stealthed the whole time? I thought they were disguised as different people, and you were
They were
playing
disguised-
different
they were
people
disguised
as your
and
character.
stealth. They
That
were
happened a
disguised
couple
and stealth.
times, but most times she was just stealth.
So you were just cold chilling in the shadows
Yes.
while playing other people.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, Kelly.
I
was
stole. I
fucking
stole
amazing.
something. I stole something very important from the group to protect it, because
Yes,
I didn't
she
know if I
did.
could trust them.
You couldn't at all. They would have ran away with that, and it would have turned into absolute pandemonium. What's your
We have found
favorite
out-
80s band? Was the next question from Brown here. Favorite 80s band? Todd, you love 80s music. So does Allie. Favorite
I
80s
do.
I think I'm going with Starship.
Band? Ooh, okay. We built this city. Sure can. Blueprints, you can play that stuff, and then they'll come into effect on our Friday show during the town hall. So you're welcome to play them now, but on the Merrifield town halls on Friday, when we're building Merrifield, we got a big episode this coming Friday because we're going to be landing in Cadra on the train at the end of this episode. We'll have a bunch of stuff going on. But you can play it if you want. Feel free.
I guess I have
so
to go
anyway.
with
I think-
mix.
If I have to go with favorite, just from sheer quantity, it's gonna have to be Twisted Sister. And hear me out. It's because every year I listen to their Christmas album, like every day.
Really?
Yeah. Every holiday season, I will listen to their Christmas album. So just for like
Oh, nice.
sheer quantity, I listen to them like all the time.
What if you just
During-
listen to them every day? Just the holiday
No,
album
that-
every day.
No. I know that came out like that at the beginning, so I had to clarify. It was like, I don't think I could do that. Listen to the holiday album year round. Oh man.
I'm trying to think of favorite 80s.
I just have to like my I think my top favorite song is Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now. Just like that, like beginning, like, and then the synths come in, and I'm just like, I'm happy. I'm here. I'm happy.
Oh,
I've
Scott
been
played
into
an emotional
Twisted
HP
Sisters
too.
since I first saw Pee Wee's Big Adventure because they were the band in the back lot when he was doing the chase. And I actually had my mom help me go through the credits and find out who it was, and then she took me to the store and bought me the album, even though she looked at the cover and was like, "What the hell is this shit?" She still got it. I was like,
Funny.
so I've been listening to them a long time. It's just their Christmas album. Once they release that, I hear that every year.
And don't forget, anyone, if you
Favorite 80s
subscribe,
band.
if you subscribe to the Twitch channel, we give out a free pack as well. So you get a free pack for subscriing. I have a list over here that I go through and just kind of do it during the show. I 80s. I love so much 80s music, and and the thing about 80s music is weird is usually whole albums weren't good.
Correct.
It's like one or two.
There's like
songs
1
that
to
were,
3
like,
songs.
Good bops, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
I mean-
I
How is that different from any other decade, though?
Probably
Yeah, but so for
just
example-
I
because
can
it's
listen. I can listen to Lacuna Coil nonstop, no skips.
Okay, that's
Their
fair.
entire discography.
While I am not a fan, think about what T
Man.
Swift has done. Taylor Swift has entire albums that people listen to front to back.
Yeah.
Every one of them. I would have to say, if I went old school, I would either say Ride the Lightning or Black Album.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's
Those are
either
just
that
classic.
or it's either that or Def Leppard Hysteria, because that's the first album I ever
I
owned.
did listen to a lot of that. Or Van Halen. What was it, 5150 or 501? What the fuck was the name
Yeah.
of that album? The
Queen
big
of Kind of
fucking
Magic.
planet.
I listened to a lot after I
Yeah.
saw
Oh
Highlander.
God,
I bought that
Yeah.
and listened to that almost nonstop. in high
I love
school.
that album.
Just talking about Adrian Paul.
Talking about
actually.
Adrian Paul, yeah, we were.
Yeah, before we got here. But no, I love that stuff. I think that's fucking awesome. And with the 200 goals we just put our tier 4 cards out. The 200 is going to put out our occult shirt. That's the release of the occult shirt. Finally completed. So if we hit 200, I'll be able to release that. I'm hoping it gets done tonight, and then I can put it out on Friday, which I'm super excited for. It's fucking hilarious. And Stream Elements lets you do back prints now,
Good.
but you can't do front and back.
Oh,
What?
It's coming. They're just doing the programming on the back. I had a meeting with them. That was part of my business stuff last week. There's another hero point card. So yeah, that's it. So tonight's episode, if you missed the side quest, I should probably give a little warning. This is literally riding into the middle of a haunted war between the Earth Guard and the Cult of Asarak, which is a old keeper. If you're familiar with D&D lore all back in the day, it's a powerful lich. It's the one that has the gem in the eyes. Kind of where the demi-lich concept came from. And I think that and Soth, right? Those were the two big... He was a Death Knight.
Soth was
Yeah,
Death
he's a
Knight.
Death Knight, yeah. So
Was
no,
a
I
lich.
think then it's just Vecna and Asarak are the big two. Azarak.
I mean, well, Lysandrid.
That was
That's
afterwards.
Greyhawk, though.
I think that was after Azarak. I think Azarak was first edition. I think he was before
I
Greyhawk
guess it
came
was.
out.
Yeah.
Skull City. So I'm trying to find that adventure, the old Skull City adventure, because I want to convince TPK Games to update it and put it out as a 5e.
Skull City. Oh, you're talking about the Asarak one?
Yeah,
Or sorry, Acerarak?
it's
As the-
Azarak, I think. Azarak. I have it. I spelled it in our promo. I had to look it up because I would spell it R-A-C-K like rack. And it's just
A
R-A-K.
Serac, apparently, according to the Forgotten
Serac?
Realms wiki.
All right.
A Serac.
Yeah.
Emphasis on Ser.
So is he Forgotten Realms? So that would be second edition then, right? End of first
I think
edition,
it's-
beginning of second, right?
I think so. Come here, Google.
We're being nerds right now for a nerd show.
Yep.
Imagine that. Imagine that.
No.
Much of a Serac's past history was forgotten. It's believed that he's originally from Oith.
Orth?
Oh,
Good old Orth?
yeah.
Where's Cucumber
yeah.
when you need him? Orth.
Which
Somebody
is
said,
Greyhawk.
Somebody said that Gary Gygax's original pronunciation of that word is Oith. He says it's just like
Orth.
a mobster in a shitty movie. It's like, we're from Oith.
That's fucking funny. Do I have anything else before we kick this thing off and I go into our talkie talk? Hopefully
no
tonight
shit.
we're gonna get to see the first poll of what our dice color is gonna be like. So I'm super excited. And maybe it'll happen during the show. It doesn't have she did our mold for our dice that are coming out. She used one of her molds to start practicing the color style that we want to do for the first season of Ethauntia dice. And if it's just like what I see on the top, where that fucking card comes, it's not an Ethauntia card. Don't even go turn off the cards, Todd.
Sorry, I just was an
clown.
appropriate response for getting our dice. I don't know.
That was
You're
pretty
as bad as
nice
Skid on
clutch.
Glass Cannon.
I just had an extra one there.
Yeah,
it's the end
right,
of those.
right.
It's
Yeah,
the end of
right.
those. Don't worry about it. It's the end.
Clutch.
I don't trust you. Those other cards
I got a lot
are
of question cards. That's it.
Play them. Play. I'll do
I don't
one
know
more
what to
question.
do except ask
Play
about
one
the
more. You don't. You have known me for a
Where
long
the
time.
hell
I
is
guess.
You know what?
News and media?
I think the sound effect card balanced out the fact that I've been withholding puns. I've been writing them down instead
Oh,
of saying them the
God.
whole time. So just show karma.
You're ridiculous. You're ridiculous.
A lot of discipline. Good job. I couldn't do it.
There it is.
No, you and Amir would explode. You would explode. There are other cards. Those other cards aren't active today. The question cards are going to get paused here as soon as the show starts. I wish when I paused them, it stopped people from being able to play them. But it doesn't. Well, I'll pause this, and we're going to get started, everybody.
I think
that one more
my favorite
Each
geekery
piece?
crafty combo is the fad of putting googly eyes on book covers. Because the Monsters Manual has a beholder on it, and
I
god
know.
damn it, I almost peed my pants. I just saw this for the first time.
You've never seen that before? Oh, it's amazing.
No, I just put it in memes and media. I was like I have a meme of someone with the Pathfinder cover with like Valero going whoa and the dragon going ah, and underneath it just says I have lost my goddamn mind. Like
Oh, I the googly eyes on that, and then the one on the Tarrasque makes me laugh all the time too.
Yep.
That was fucking great. So yeah, no, those are some of my favorites. So I do. There's one of the
shit.
things. I just finished reviewing the Druid Pathfinder Chronicles journal from
oh yeah.
Beetle and Grimm. So I got
Yeah.
to go through that. I think I think that's all of them. I think I went through Wizard, Cleric, Rogue, Fighter, Druid. I think that's all of them, right? There was only 5 to start because the Bard didn't make the cut because they didn't.
Yeah, they only did 5.
So that's the last one, which means that they go back in. They've been all reviewed by Paizo, and that means that we're going to be seeing those coming out real soon. And then Meditate won his choice of one. So once that's all ready to go, he'll get his journal sent in the mail. I want to get it to him before he leaves. He's going back to Kuwait.
Oh, is he?
I mean, I guess I could hold it for him and give it to him at a con, but I would prefer to ship it to him so he can have it with him.
Right.
But we'll have some more announcements coming up. I know I'm going to do some stuff. I'm going to do another auction coming up where whoever wins, I'll run you and 4 of your friends, or you and 3 of your friends, and maybe bring a cast member along. I'll run a Pathfinder game for you. And then my Patreon is getting overhauled right now on the back end for some new stuff coming up and bringing in something special. So Ethauntia is a little more homogenous for everybody, which I'm pretty pumped for. So I had to brush off my HTML5 skills and CSS, and I hate doing both of those things. It sucks. But yeah. All right, everybody. Are we ready to try to stop a ghost train?
You bet.
Yep.
Shoot.
No Saban to help you guys. I'm so sorry. He's not here.
Hey, I'm an expert in athletics now.
You're going to need it to run and jump over some gaps coming up. And you did say, let's go save Foxglove. And the thing I have to say to you is, you don't know where the fuck Foxglove is.
I said out of character we should go try and save her. In character, I don't know. That's right. I have no idea.
We're going to talk about that. We're going to go through some canon for the train here with the audience and everybody else. All the 200 unlocks, the shirt, and then I put some new adventure cards in for our Friday game, and I'm putting new train cards in as well, which will be special abilities that the train will get, which will be super sweet. So, all right, everybody, we're going to go to this intro that makes me happy every time I see it, and we'll be back live to kick this shit off. Be back in, I think, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Enjoy the intro.
Yep.
Well, hello, everybody. I hope you are all ready for tonight's show. This is going to be, I don't know how long the show will be because I don't know how they're going to do. I hope well. So let me kick us off with where we left off. Let me get us a little mood music. Let's get this new Ravenloft one up and going. I think that's probably the Ritual album's probably the best for this. So, last we left, they were taking the Tide Runner, the train from Merrifield. They took Merrifield, put it back into the Lantern, and loaded up onto the train with the citizens that wanted to be out of the Lantern, along with a few other people who were visiting, and took the Tide Runner from Merrifield northeast towards the capital of Cadra. The train ride went really well the first couple days. They met some new people on the train, and Voss showed off his ability to actually speak in High Cadraic, losing the Cockney kind of horrid accent that he normally carries with him. And him and Foxglove had a pretty nice lunch, I would say, brunch, with Francis, a local, fairly well-off gentleman. Francis Salandari. His family owns a lantern company, and we found out in the side quest that he was a professional singer. He's a bard. Unfortunately, that's a tale we'll get into when we kick this off. And they had a great conversation. They convinced him and spread it a good rumor as the dandy that Foxglove is, the archetype in Pathfinder 2, that things weren't as bad as they really are. And the Emerald Order was this organization that could help fix the problems that were going on. So much so that they raised some of the emotional turmoil that the city of Merrifield has been through. And that's that whole, we're at 500-something hit points out of 1,400. That comes from building our town hall meetings on Fridays. But then, in one of the mediocre, middle class, I should say, not the high-end version, but the middle class dining cars, you had Nora and Everston doing their best to listen and observe what everybody was doing. And they gathered enough intel, and they rolled okay, and they got at least that car to believe in what was going on, that things could be fixed. Again, raising the idea of their mental state. Now, I will remind, we've put an asylum train car now on the Tide Runner. We've also got a doctor here, and we have a therapist for the amount of travel they do and the horrible things that happen in this world that has no purgatory in Ethauntia. So, traveling across the landscape of Ingrad on the fourth day, Francis has asked Miss Foxglove to come and help out maybe Hare and maybe Voss, but at least take a look at an old relic that he has with him, and hopes that they can help him understand how it functions, because it's just his training isn't good enough for it. And on the Day of Remembrance, on Tuesdays, he usually can speak to people in a relic. Anyone can in this world. Your souls are fettered to things. Well, that wasn't the case this day. He hasn't been able to speak to this relic and called her in, and things went poorly. So poorly that a haunt, almost killed her. He healed her last minute as he was being pulled under the door, his legs being flayed by the wooden door, and spirits as he gets pulled underneath to his kneecaps, doing his best to survive. And we're not going to start there, because we left off the side quest there. What we didn't do, though, is talk about what's happening on the rest of the train, other than spirits are literally colliding on each side. Earthguard and this cult of the skull are smashing against it, and there's a war happening, and the train is passing through it, and it is latched onto the train and moving with it. So there's a little bit of a mystery to solve. And there's also someone in dire straits right now. So let's kick it over to the players and ask a couple questions. All right, everybody. So things are going, the train, the whistle blows. Omar gives the announcement over the PA speaker, over the squawk box, and says that The train is under siege by spirits. We need everyone to stay within their cabins, lock your doors. Do not disturb the salted railings and linings of the windows. And if you have any holy symbols to the true faith, we recommend keeping them close to you as we pass through this haunted space within Ingrad. We should pass through quickly, but if not, just do your best to not interact with the spirits. They are hostile, maybe even the Earthguard themselves. As the squawk box goes off, the camera pans from the back of the train all the way across the top to the front, and there's 2 sections of train car that are ethereal. You can see them, but they're spectral-like. And they are the 2 middle-class quarters that Everston and Nora were in. Now, my question to Everston and Nora is, did you stay and kind of keep coming back to these dining cars over those couple of days and talking with people? Or have you been moving through the train trying to convince people that things are going to be okay for these 4 days, from Merrifield to this moment?
So when we left off with the live episode, it was actually Voss and I were doing research. But
you were
I guess
doing research,
in between that time, yeah, Nora at least would have been checking with the lower cast, just to see like if anyone had any issues, or like if there were issues popping up that weren't even related to this. Just like, I don't want to say petty crime or whatever, but it's kind of her thing. Not necessarily petty crime anymore, but making sure that everything is going well, making sure that there's no issues.
So were you guys doing research in Tenwick's office?
Yes, I think when everything hit the fan, we pulled back because we have made Nora's office a bit of a fort.
Okay, so let me take this there then.
Like the camera moved out, it started with Everston on the engine.
Fighting an undead
He's not in
gorilla.
here right now.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know if you two did more damage control over the 4 days.
Before this happened, Nora would have tried, or at least just been there as like a presence, like, hey, we didn't just bullshit you and then bail. Like,
yeah, it matters more for the end impact. So can you both give me whatever check you would like to do for those 4 days? It could be diplomacy, it could be bluff, it could be intimidation. However you are going about keeping this place kind of growing in a comfort zone, saying, yeah, things are wild, but, you know, we will work through it. We always do.
I would probably do diplomacy out of the 3.
And then Everston, what about you? Before we get to you being on top of the train.
I am bad at all of these. Let's see. I think I'm trained in something.
You could help her. Aren't you good at assisting people?
I could assist. I don't recall who my
it's over 4 days. You can change it. I don't care.
I was today. Okay.
It's over these 4 days.
We'll go with
this
Nora.
Moment we're going into. Help Nora. All right. Well, give me your aid.
I'll help Nora. She's the one that's always struggling all the time and can't get any checks made. So I'll definitely help her.
Right.
Strike that. Reverse it.
Listen, if the dice either they give or they take. All right.
That is true.
It's true.
So I would
double check.
Not you, boss. We'll get to you.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Of course, like we're making rolls and
aid.
Cat's like, hey, how's it going? Hi.
You got an 8. You did 8.
These are the 24.
So is that?
Yep.
It's not a crit.
Rolled.
Oh no, 25 is a crit for you, right? You're a 15 and up.
Yeah, 25 because I need a 15.
So you got +1. Nora, what'd you get?
I'm gonna hero point that.
Ooh.
This is already super important. I don't need people panicking. I don't need people panicking before this turns into a
You
ghost
realize
show.
why I'm asking this stuff before we go right into the thick of it.
I got a natural 20.
God damn it.
For a 34.
All right, 34.
Hell yes.
I even started writing a 3 down in advance, by the way. 34.
Well, I got a 10. I got a 10, and then I was like, right on the cusp. I'm like, no, I'm gonna do it.
So 4 days. Check. All right. And now, Lillian and Voss, would you have been trying to calm any of the people over 4 days before we dive into this insanity?
Yeah, I'll use diplomacy unless you'll let me use occultism by spouting off random big words that people just pay attention to because they don't know any better. And
no, because that
also
would frighten people more unless you were like teaching a class over 4 days on how to handle basic occult stuff. That would make more sense.
I will totally do that because like there's table salt all over the place in the dining car. So I'll be like, if you need protection, and I will do that.
It's 4 days of it.
I'm
so
a
you kind of
fucking
travel
teacher.
through all of the places and do it? Or do you just do the higher end luxury cars?
No, I'll do it all.
All right, give me a roll. And then what are you doing while he's making that roll, Lillian, before we dive into the insanity?
I'm sowing rumors the whole time. And I'm sowing the rumor that there are free magical self-defense classes going on in X car at this time.
Give
And
me
this
your-
time-
What? Give me the hype.
Can you give, God damn it. Can you do the crazy, what is it called? What is the power you're using?
So rumor?
Yeah, can you put
So
that on
rumor.
screen for us, please? I switched over
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
map.
You're gonna need like 3 screens to read it. It's fucking
I
huge.
know. Ooh, a salt line, too.
Dawson80 plays
That's good. We have salt cars and stuff behind us, too. Don't forget, we have all of those cars. You might want your paper doc up, everybody, so you can see what cars have stuff right now.
Right.
Oh my God, this is such a big... Yeah, I do need almost 3 screens for this shit.
No.
All right, well, do I roll for
ridiculous.
this, or do you roll? I roll in secret. What's your bonus, Allie?
My bonus for deception?
Yep.
That is going to be plus 16.
So how is this going to be a deception and rumor? Because he really is doing this. What is the lie to it all?
It's basically like, oh my gosh, this, incredibly, famous, like, technique that's only used by the most, fancy pants. And I'm really talking it up and being like, once you learn it, you're indestructible, don't you know?
If you're special, you would go too.
Everyone
Okay.
gets 1 free prescription of cocaine for each class they attend.
Oh my God.
Oh, wait.
Nose candy for the win. All right, so
Do not draw the circle in cocaine. That is step 1, everybody.
so
I know you were told something when you got here. That is not true.
what did you say your total bonus was for deception, Allie? I'm sorry.
Plus 16.
Holy shit.
Snort
Okay.
the cocaine, use the salt.
All right, Drew. What
the
are
other way
you
around.
using your occult to teach?
Yeah,
A little higher DC.
My,
If you actually had like lore teaching, I'd give you something else. But you do have lore fettering. I just don't know if you want to teach people that.
No. This is basic occult. This is
Occult protection
This is Dresden
101.
teaching. This is Dresden teaching Butters how to make a circle.
It's not that you're good at it. It's that you're doing it.
It's that you're doing it.
Give me a
You
roll.
might not be good at it. You just know how to do it. I rolled a 15 on the die,
So what's your total?
so that's minus my oddity. I am using my tools because I'm actually using
Yep.
them. So that's
That makes
19,
sense.
34.
All right, cool. All right, these are going to matter towards the end of the show here. So let's cut into where we left off. There's screaming in all of the cars. Everston is up on the top with Bartleby fighting. You're not fighting the four-armed one, are you? That was Bartleby.
I am
Oh, you are. Bartleby is
no.
fighting normal spirits. That's right.
the Marilla skeleton.
Yeah. On the front of the train, as it flies across the top, you see the 2 ghost cars, or cars that are cut into sections into spiritual energy. And then at the very front of the train, back up on the engine, there are these spiritual skeletons coming up on one side, an Earth Guard mounted running through the front of the train, like lancing them and shooting them as they're going by. So you can hear like distant eerie echoes of gunshots. But the Marilith, as soon as it hits the top of the train, its hands peer through and pull through the ethereal veil and start to manifest.
Oh boy.
What would you like to do? I think we started with a shield bash, didn't we? Isn't that where we left it off? You shield punching somebody?
I always start with a shield bash.
All right. Well, give me your shield punch roll. It's gonna be.
Todd, remind me we need to put a blade on the edge of your shield so you can just shear shit off if it's coming through a wall.
Sure.
You'll go right to.
Okay. Shield bash. 36 to hit.
A 36. That's enough, actually.
Jesus Christ.
It doesn't crit, but it hits.
15 damage.
Do you have anything special on that?
It is ghost touch.
Are you hitting the ghost, or are you hitting their hands that they're climbing up with?
Well, they're all one and the same, but I think we'll just hit the hands because that'll keep them from
It
getting any further.
could make a difference, since the hands have skin on them when they pull through the ethereal, and in the spirit form, they are like skeletal.
Oh, okay. I don't know then. Do I go? Well, I know I can hit ghosts. I'd probably just hit the ghost part.
Okay. So give me. You said 15 damage, right?
Right.
All right, 15 damage. You have 2 actions left. Is there anything you'd like to do? Since you're a Gravelighter now.
I'm going to recall knowledge, and then after that, I'm going to raise my shield.
All right, give me your recall knowledge on it. Would you like to use Gravelighter lore to figure out what's going on in this situation, or would you?
Yes, please.
All right. He's like, "Yep, that's it. Yep, that's exactly what I want to do."
Besides athletics, it's like my best skill. Oh, this is good. This is 31.
31. That's really
Nice.
31.
So there is something about the haunt or the haunted area that you pass through that is bound to the train, and you know from the top of the train up, you can see there's like a hill that goes down each side. Like you're driving through what probably was a hill area before they built the train tracks through here. And these things are crawling up the hill. When they get to the top of the hill, they manifest. And they become material. So this Merithlith gets all the way up onto the train, she will become material.
Okay. Do I
This demon
have anybody
creature.
I can pass that info to?
Well, Bartleby's there. There's a gigantic man with snake hands right now, like whipping and throwing spirits off the train. But his clothes are shedding. He's turning into the large snake.
Snake. Let everyone know if they get to the train, they manifest.
Top of the train, specifically, basically top of the hill. If they get to the top of the hill.
Top of the train.
He looks to you. Can Bartleby speak, Lillian?
I think I
don't know if he can.
He has
He
been
sure
I feel
talked
like
a lot last episode.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah,
like
they
he
can
has
talk
been
to each
speaking to
other.
everybody.
Hmm.
Yeah, but it might just be
I see.
me. Yeah, I don't think he can.
I think they just talk to each other. In his
He'd be
human
okay
form, he
if
can
he
talk.
could.
Since he's transforming back, I will say he goes, "You do it," and like turns into the snake.
Everson will remember this.
With his minus
Everston,
2.
Everston disliked that.
Yeah.
I disliked your
Yeah.
attitude. It was poor.
Bartleby definitely has a -2 to charisma.
Yeah, he does. So as that
Only
pans,
twice as what I got.
as it pans through there, the 3 actions you had, you see one of the ghosts get thrown to the air and manifests, and he snaps it again and shatters this skeleton creature. And it passes down through, and it goes through where you see Lysynthia from the Penny Dreadful fighting against the spirits. Let me get us back to the train map here. And then it passes through the cars and slides through to Tenwick's office with Voss and Tenwick. Combat and guns can be heard. You can see, like you're passing through a tunnel is what it would look like from the inside here, but it's a spiritual-looking dirt as you're passing through, as you guys are doing research within here. And you have been for the last couple of hours trying to figure out what the hell is going on.
Spiritual dirt?
Yeah, like semi-transparent dirt.
And I think that's when I'm like, this is exactly not exactly like what happened at the manor when Oliver and I were trapped in there, but it's very similar. You know, everything kind of shifted back to how it used to look. Every once in a while, the flames would start flaring up, even though there is no fire. This is what happened, and we need to solve this as soon as possible because we don't know how much time is passing.
That is very true.
Fuck.
So what would you two like to do? You've been doing this, I'll say you had 4 hours of study. I have a research tab started, but what would you two like to do during those 4 hours? And since this has kind of been going on and it's hitting the apex moment, to see what solutions you've come to.
I'd probably be doing an occultism lore and a fettering, or an occultism and the fettering lore check.
Okay.
To see what makes sense.
Okay.
I would either be doing like a society or maybe like a warfare lore check to see if I could figure out the trigger of the haunt.
Your choice.
Since it's just recalling knowledge, I will go with warfare lore.
All right. And what about you, Drew?
Does
Oddities does not count.
I got 25.
That's why I'm asking. I didn't know if this would be possession, like, of the area.
Yeah, that would probably make sense. Yes, actually, that does make sense.
Okay.
The oddities is only for objects, though.
No, it's for magic.
It's for spells to identify magic. Are you identifying magic?
I mean, if there's a spell cast on this area, that's what I'm trying to figure out. No. So I'm.
Yeah, you would have. I'll tell you what. It's a +2 for oddities, right?
Yeah.
I'll lower the DC if it's appropriate for this.
Okay.
All right, so you're doing arcane check then to start. Is your identifying magic?
that goes toward occultism.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
It's specifically
magic,
to occultism
occult
checks.
Magic, yeah. Yep, give me a roll. Let me put boss occult.
Hero
occult.
Point.
All right, let's burn through these hero points. Not gonna live forever. That's not true. No.
Jesus Christ.
I will say if anyone has canon cards during this as it's going on, they will help out with the combat section of this. If anybody has cannonball cards or attack cards, and they're no longer active.
Best I can do is cannon corn.
Well,
best I can do is cannon corn.
I'm actually making a cannon corn, Todd. Cannon corn card.
Nice.
Well, I rolled a 4.
Oh, boy.
Which is better than the 1 that I had.
Oh, boy.
So that's either a 25 or a 23, depending on if I get the oddity thing.
Yep.
And then for the fettering lore. Damn it. That's a lot better.
It's a 25 with that? God damn, dude.
Yeah, I got a plus 21 to it.
I got a plus 12 with my...
I know, it's just nuts. The DCs are so wild, man.
Yeah, fettering lore is a 31.
Okay. For the fettering lore, Voss, Fet lore, 31.
Actually,
the other one was a 25 or 23.
I got it's
25
or 23, right?
Yeah, 25 or a 23.
Gotcha.
Be sure it's fettering lore. Fet lore is just for Star Wars.
Correct. So what did you do for yours, Kelly?
FETT.
I actually got a 26 for warfare lore because I'm making this my investigation.
Okay.
My pursue lead. And then if he's doing 2, I think I'd either do society or perception to see if I notice anything, like once I actually focus.
And warfare lore what was the total?
26.
Okay. So you crit with all 3 of those. The last one is a higher DC to figure out. You figured out 3 things, which I will give out here in a sec. What are you doing for your last one?
I think, unless it doesn't make sense, I'm just going to do perception, like taking a look at everything that's happening in our cars.
Give me a perception. The end makes the most sense to do a perception check because you're kind of combining all of your information.
Are we doing 3 total?
No.
Because I'll just do a base Arcana.
Two each.
I got a
to go along.
I got a
two each.
33.
33. Not a crit, but it is a success. So you're at 7 research points so far, and that was just for perception. Yep. You have a good idea of what's going on. I will give you the lowdown here and give the audience the lowdown, but then afterwards, you're probably, if you want to do any more research, you're going to have to go to the roof. Okay. Or to another car that is affected right now to really piece your stuff and cement it together. Or maybe talk to the rest of the group, that kind of thing, to really help out. So as you start piecing all of your things together, Voss, the occult knowledge, lets you know that the ground is haunted, and they, obviously, seeing the dirt, dug all of this train track out through what used to be the Marrow Hills. It is an area where lots of wars have happened over the years. Things left behind, spirits that are left behind have caused a lot of turmoil, but only during certain seasons, which are usually when wars happened. The second one you made at a 30 is also a crit. It was a DC 20. And for fettering, for that one, you couldn't fetter this haunt. If anything, you need to find the pieces that are left behind, maybe spirits that are here, and you might be able to fetter them. If you do, you won't be able to keep them forever. Once you leave this haunt, they'll probably snap back to their location if it's too strong. Short of finding the location of where they died or where an object is left behind that's important to this conflict that is happening, you won't be able to actually absolve and stop this haunt. Nora, on your end, on warfare lore, you know that this war lasted for about 2 weeks as they were hunting each other through the Marrow Hills, and it was a lot of strategic hit-and-run tactics that were happening because the Earthguard were a small unit. There were only 25 of them, and they were fighting an army somewhere in 100 to 200 range of skeletons that were all their brethren that died fighting them originally. The last one with perception, kind of looking and piecing things together, there's something missing. The fact that it is locked onto the train and traveling with it means that there is something that's on the train causing it to stay with the actual train itself. So that's the information the two of you gather up. Do either one of you have a follow-up question at all that I can answer before we move to Foxglove being in a horrible situation?
Looking back at the timetable, does it pan out that something was on the train already, or that something was maybe lashed onto the train?
There was no train when this war happened. They dug these hills out. If that gives you any inclinations, like any ideas. But there was nowhere the train could have went through here originally. You're driving through Ghost Hills.
Okay, so sorry. My question was, did someone plant a conduit for this to happen?
You don't know.
Don't know.
You haven't found a source.
Okay.
Yeah, I also haven't finished the research. You guys are pretty high in the point pool for the research points, but you haven't gotten all the things yet. There's definitely more to this. And
do we know where it... Did it start all at once across the train, or did it like start at the front and move back like we entered
didn't witness
an area?
it, so you don't know.
So my follow-up...
I'm sorry, after the 4 days.
No, it happened on the fourth day. It's only been 4 hours.
Oh, got it. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead, Kelly. I'm sorry.
Okay, so my follow-up question is, with that warfare lore check, is there anyone that I may have run into as a passenger that may have participated in that war?
That's a really good question. I would need a recall knowledge for probably society.
Okay, is that okay if I do that real quick then?
Yeah, I don't care. That's just a memory check. That's totally fine.
Right, so it's gonna be plus 17.
Good question.
I aid.
Nope.
Okay.
You can't. This is her recalling knowledge.
This is
She's
me
not
recalling
asking it.
by myself.
No aiding.
Oh,
for this.
okay.
See if she gets it. You can. I will say you can use your investigation towards this if you'd like, though. That's fair.
I can.
If you want to aid her in a recall knowledge, you got to be standing next to her, screaming in her ear. Remember.
Do you
remember the
Alamo? No.
With my bonuses, that's a 25.
For fuck's sake, figure this out!
So the oldest Earthguard members on here are the husband and wife Earthguard members.
Okay.
Those are the two that you would maybe may have an idea or maybe tied to this, but they're the only ones that are over 40 that would be able to help with this. Remember, one was a
one was
Earth Guard with the Sky Hunter rifle. She was a great marksman, and then her husband is a crafter.
Right.
But those would be the only two, and
Wait,
they're towards the front of the train car.
Was that the Mechanites, the guy who was at my...
Correct.
Got it. Okay.
You are correct. Deep callback.
That's that's it. That was my follow-up question.
So where would you be going then during this as I pan to the horrible, horrible things that are happening?
I know this is, god damn it. Nora would, I think Nora knows that Voss actually knows the husband. And so
You've met them together with him present when you guys were helping on the train before, so.
Right. Voss, I think we need to find them. The Earth Guard couple. I don't have their name on me right now, but I think we need to find them because if there's something here on the train that is tying the haunt to the Tide Runner, they might actually know more about what happened. I'm trying to recall if there's anyone on the train that may have been involved in this battle of consequence, but I can't think of anybody. But they might know, or it may be tied to them somehow.
Right. I will remind everyone we have that Phantom Knight that works for the Gravelighters now. So if you need someone to send informations back and forth, he can go in and out of the lantern freely because he's actually a spirit. So you could call him, tell him, send him, and he would go to whoever you want to have him go to. Just as a reminder to the group. That doesn't help Foxglove.
Right. I don't want to send him to people that he hasn't been introduced to.
No, yeah, I'm just giving you that as a heads up.
Right.
Just as a heads up. So, where are you guys heading? Are you heading towards the front of the train then?
Yeah, I think so.
Because that's the last time you've seen them, was at the front of the train.
Yeah, we don't know anything's happening with Foxglove, right?
No.
Nope.
Okay, then
Go.
yeah, we'd
Voss, you go to the front of the train. I will go to the back because with Everston being in front and we don't know where Foxglove is, there's no one protecting the lower class.
You're right. You do know Foxglove stays in the upper areas, or she stays above this area. But you've been here for 4 hours and she's not here. You know that part. I will definitely give you that. That makes total sense.
I'm gonna try and find Kristoff and see if we can mount some sort of defense.
Okay. So you're
sorry,
gonna go
guys. That just makes the most sense for Nora not knowing what's going on.
So you're gonna go to the flat, which is like
no,
three cars back from yours, which has got your air vehicle mounted to it or parked on it.
Right.
Okay. Cool. Well, then I will cut to.
Sorry.
Cut to Foxglove. Hey, Foxglove. Time to think on your feet, girl. Let's get you the,
on my feet.
I'm gonna get you the Blood Omen music.
Oh, sweet.
Wait a second. How long is the train?
Now your time's up.
It's long, dude. It's
all right. Well, first question: how long
cars.
is the train?
That's what you're thinking is you're coming back to life.
Wow.
How long is this train? After all,
no.
Oh my god.
Long.
Okay.
It's long.
No. So I regain consciousness, and the first thing that I see is the person who has just healed me have their legs completely stripped to the bone.
Yep. Correct.
Lillian is 100% going to frantically run over, just beeline to him.
Okay.
And I will try to administer the potion that I have.
While the haunt is still going on?
Yeah, I'm panicking. And I'm going to...
If you want to do it safely, you'd have to spend an action using acrobatics to get there without me attacking you.
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
Or you can take the hit if you feel safe.
I don't feel safe. I am going to roll for it. It is not going to be a high roll because I have +1 to acrobatics. But as I'm doing this, I'm going to scream at the top of my lungs for Bartleby. I don't know if he's anywhere near me, but I mean...
Okay. All right. So you move one. You take one action. Give me your acrobatics to try to get over there safely.
I don't.
You don't. What did you get?
Got a nat 1.
Do you want to spend a hero point?
Hero point.
Yeah. I think I only have 1. Is that correct?
You have 2. Remember, we reset
I
them
have
for this
2.
episode. Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
Three.
Gotcha.
Did you use one yet? No, you got all 3.
Okay, beautiful. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm not
That's
gonna
a
do that
little
to you.
better.
Okay.
18 on the dice for 19.
All right. As that happens, you see the fire in the ceiling spread, and you see a spirit start to come down out of the fire as the choir picks up, and the man, like floating, turns upright, facing you as that black gunk spills out again. As it splashes on the door and starts running down towards him, you can see hands start to slide out of the goo down towards him. Flat, like 2-dimensional on the door. How much do you heal with the potion? Because you would run there, an action to pull it, an action to administer.
That is only a oh, I'm sorry. I navigated away from my inventory. That's only a minor healing potion, so that's 1d8 hit points.
1d8 plus something, if I remember correctly, for minors, right?
Not for minor.
Not
Oh,
for
no,
minor.
that's the next
Lesser
one up.
is
Yeah. All right. Hey, it's a d8. Do it up. If he wakes up, he can cast another healing spell.
I mean, I did just roll.
Like 2.
No, a 1.
Oh, you see his eyes like flicker as the hands go down and grab him around like the legs at the door and start to squeeze as you hear bone crunching noises.
Oh, I don't know.
I use my concentration. I rolled a natural 1 as well. He blacks out as he is severed right below the knees by this creature. And the doors have like holes that are cracked and pulled back. And you see one face looking through one hole and another face looking through the other hole. This ghostial-like creature as the arms start to spread into the room. I'm going to give you another round here as people are moving through the train doing stuff. And we'll go back to Todd for his second round for Everston. What would you like to do? The place is on fire. There's a ghostly choir. I need you to make me a will save.
Will save, we can do that.
Yeah. And remember, you are at minus... I think you're at -2 right now to your saves because of frightened condition.
Yeah, so that's going to be a 30.
All right. You reduce it down 1 more. You're at frightened 1, but you do take a little bit of the damage because it wasn't a critical success. Let me grab our number. You take... Ooh. Wait, what did you say you rolled? You might actually make a critical success. I might be lying to you.
A 30, 19 on the dice, plus 11 because of that -2.
30 is not high enough. You're going to take some damage. Did you use your D6 towards your save from his inspiration?
No, I did not.
It's the last round you have it, so you might as well use it.
That adds 4. That brings it to 34.
That is enough to critically succeed. You take no damage. Lucky.
Nice.
Because it would have been a total of 38 points of damage.
oof.
We would have been dead.
You have 3 actions. The haunt is still going. He says that he could counter sing, but he's unconscious. What would you like to do with your 3 actions as the room is on fire, ghostly choir is singing, a man is floating in the room, and 2 creatures are trying to pull you under the door?
All right, so there is fire in the room, which means there's probably a lot of shadows, huh?
Oh, yeah. Whole room, dark as fuck.
Beautiful. We're going
Besides
to
the
go
burning
ahead. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cast Malicious Shadow.
Oh, no. There's a lantern in
and-
the room. That's not true. There's a lantern in the room. The guy is blocking some of it, so you do have shadows to use.
Okay. I'll use Malicious Shadow, and there is like a corporeal form at this point that is being summoned, right?
There's a corporeal form that slid down the door. There's one coming out of the fire. They're all singing, and there's 2 standing next to the mirror, and there's 2
there's
coming
the
out of those
fire,
burning candles, remember?
Mirror. Candles. Okay, cool. I haven't just tried to blow out the frickin' candle, have I?
You've not.
Oh my.
Panic set in, girl.
It's fine. Everything is just fine. Yeah, I'm gonna use 2 actions to cast Malicious Shadow.
Okay.
To attempt to make a strike against. I'm sorry, it's gonna be their component.
The body.
Boy. Yeah.
Okay. So give me a roll for damage. Actually, does that have to roll to hit, or does it just do damage? Do I have to make a save?
Let me go ahead and throw that on in.
I think it's
30 feet, target 1 creature. Shadow strikes.
Ellie Capone.
Sorry, hold on.
That's a cantrip?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
Yeah, it's a roll a hit.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Doesn't do a ton of damage though, unless you heightened it. But oh no,
Cantrips
all
are
cantrips are
automatically heightened.
cast heighten. That's right, max heighten spell. So you're level 9, so 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 40, 10, right?
That's 22 to hit.
Yes, that's enough. I'm a floating body.
Oh, beautiful. Okay. Cool.
not a crit,
So we
but it
said how
hits.
many?
40,
That
10.
was a 40-10.
Jesus Christ. That's
Okay,
a
okay,
powerful
okay.
fucking cantrip.
1,
The get
2,
bent of cantrips.
3. Oh my gosh. Okay, 4.
Wow.
Okay. Okay.
She's
That
super
is
excited.
I mean, it is a
Yeah.
hex.
because
It is
it's not
accent.
all ones. It's
Oh,
not
okay.
all ones. 16, 26, 27 points of damage.
As it hits the body and severs it, a black gook starts pouring out of it. Remember, he has a symbol carved in him that is bleeding this black ichor out as well. And he falls to the ground. You do 2 points more than you needed to knock him prone. The haunt demanifests, but the creatures in the hall do not.
Cool.
And the fire is still there.
All right.
You have an action left. The candles are burning, but they're like slowly kind of dying down to a normal flame.
I'm going to use my last action since I don't have anything to stabilize him with. I'm just going to take another shot at the mirror. I don't like that mirror. I want it destroyed.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You shot it. Give me a roll
Yeah.
to hit. We'll see how much damage you do to the mirror.
All right. That is an 11 on the dice. So that means it's going to be... Sorry, it's got a little lag here. So that is going to be a 23 to hit. 23 to hit.
Yep, that hits. What's the damage?
Cool. And for the
Emerson
damage,
passes
that is
stealth check.
5 points of damage.
5, okay.
Mhm.
So as you hit the mirror, you see a crack form in the corner, but it's not enough to destroy it.
Okay. Cool.
And that transfers us back to Everston at the front. You see the first set of arms climbing up and out. You go first. I go after you. What would you like to do? Now that you're back in the black box.
Right. Only got to go live twice a month, and this camera hates doing it. So let's see. I think what I'll do. Don't have.
Everston, you can put yourself up
fancy
with a train up here if you want. Up at the front.
Up at the front. Okay. Am I already on this map? I am. Okay.
Yeah, you're near the bottom.
Whoa. Oh, I'm zoomed into. I'm zoomed out too far. It's not letting me move properly. Sorry, I gotta drag the screen. There I am.
I'll change our music to this one, I think. All right. What would you like to do? She's crawling up and out. I will put her on the map for you as well. And I will not apologize for my actions.
I think I will do. Ye old double slice.
Okay.
With shield bash and then a punch. Let's double check my attack roll. Oh yeah, it's good. Oh, but I bet you 24 misses with the shield bash.
Would you like to use an action point or hero point?
No.
No, you're right. It's not good enough.
But I will follow through with the punch on this double slice for a 31.
And are you still attacking the spirit, or are you attacking the body?
The spirit.
Okay. And what was it for that one?
31 to hit.
That does hit.
Cool. It's this much damage. 14 damage. That is ghost touch if it matters.
Yes, it 100% matters.
I was built to punch ghosts.
All right, so as you double slash once, it goes through the spirit as the next two hands come up and out, and it starts to push itself up, and you see her face coming up and through. As it does, the skin starts to grow over the bone as she starts to hiss, and grabs like the metal on the train and starts to rip off pieces to use as weapons.
Okay. I have one action left. I was going to raise my shield, but yes, go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's it. I'm done. I did my actions. It took me 2 actions to do that, 2 to rip off 2 weapons, and 1 to climb out further. You figure you have 2 more rounds before she's out.
Okay.
And it pans back to Nora and Voss. We'll start with Voss. Voss, you're running towards the front of the train, right?
Yeah.
Are you going to fly, jump out of the train and move quickly across the top? Or are you going to run through the car doors and open each car door up? And remember, you're double decker, so you technically could go outside into one of the divides, go up, and then scale the ladder to the roof if you wanted to.
I mean, we said we had to get to the roof anyway to figure out more of what was going on, right?
To get a better view of the landscape is what that would be for,
yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna run up and move out to the roof of the car.
So within 2 actions, you could get up there, and I'll give you 1 action to make a check. The current length of the car, since you are asking and you climb up there, pull up in our thing, we are currently at 18 plus the 10 that it came with. We're at 28 cars long.
How long are the cars?
Count the grid. They're double deckers too, so they're super tall. They're almost
but I mean, tall. Length is what I'm 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40, 50.
I mean, here.
50. So it's almost, they're almost 100 feet long a car.
120 foot.
120. Yep. Okay.
I mean, if you're going if you're going car to car, like 100% car to car, you are looking at.
Because I have message and I'm high enough that I get
130 foot.
Feet.
130 foot, and Nora's vehicle is. I'm looking at my little map here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 to the front of the engine. The 9th car would be the engine.
Jesus Christ. This train is 3,640 feet long.
Yes. Now, no.
Okay.
Plus, did you include the engine?
20. Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
But that's to get to the engine. I'm trying to figure out how far away I am from Todd.
That would be
I'm assuming once I get up. Are we on a straightaway right now, or are we on a curve?
Straight.
Okay, so I wouldn't be able to see Todd anyway because I'm higher up than him.
No, yeah, you'd be looking down. I mean, you'd see him. The train's the same height all the way across.
So the engine is as tall as the double deckers?
Yes. Has to be
Okay.
strong enough to pull this shit.
Okay. I would say with the action, 9 cars, I'm still not close enough, so I can't message him. Can I? I guess I'll make a perception check. That would probably be the thing that would make the most sense since I'm just landing up there to figure out what the hell's going on.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Spend a hero point?
I'm going to spend a hero point.
All right. That's 2 for you.
That's better. 29.
29, and this is a perception check?
Yeah, 16 is much better than a 4 on the die.
So as you are peering across and peering back, getting a scope of everything, you see the railjack captain up top, Gandhi, shooting at spirits from the Acerak side coming up. Next to him are 2 Earthguard members doing the same thing. firing into the Asarak members down on the ground, trying to climb up and make their way up the hills. And he's commanding them, and you see 2 tethers out of his back attached to the 2 spirits, like almost like spectral cables.
Oh, so he's talking to the spirits.
And having the Earth Guard attack with him.
Dope. Okay. How far ahead is he?
He is back 3 train cars from you. He's like in the middle almost. Yeah, he's behind you.
Okay. Do I am I able to look both ways? Do I see what Todd is happening?
You see Todd fighting you see 2 pieces of metal up in the air and 2 arms, large arms, like getting ready to smash into him. But you do get the 8 research points between you and Nora. The hill is haunted, and this went through. It either caught something going through this area, or there is something on the train that activated this when you went through. Hopefully it's the first part, because if it's the latter, you'd have to search every train car, unless you can think of some way to locate the proper object. Like Nora said, finding that couple is probably the smartest thing to do, but you have no way to really locate like a cursed object that would be causing this short of following the trail of information from people. Or maybe the train picked something up when it ran through here. This is a soul engine, for fuck's sake.
Okay. Are there any Earth Guard next to me? Any Earth Guard like climbing up?
1. He's on top, firing as well.
Okay, I know what I'm going to do my next.
Doesn't seem to notice.
That was my action, so I'm done.
All right. Okay. Nora, you go running towards the back of the train. How far are you going back? Into like lower class, middle class?
So, unfortunately, Nora has family now. So, she is kind of going through...
Todd's losing his camera over there. He's losing the camera.
I'm so pissed. It's just pissing me off so much.
Everson's is getting jacked by malicious shadows.
Reboot it all, Todd. I can just add you back in.
Nora's going through the lower class, going through the middle class cars. Like, obviously, if there's anyone who's in need of dire straits, she'll stop to help. But other than that, she's going to try and find Kristoff and see if they can use their abilities to figure out what they can find out on their end.
So your train car was 8 back from the engine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is Tenwick's office. And then in front of yours is the electrical car, the Azure engine. And then in front of that is Marsden's car. And then behind you, I'm assuming would be your flat car with your vehicle, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this would be the air car. So when you go through, are you going to go up top as well, or are you going to go through the back door?
I think I'm going to go through the back door.
So you go up to the second floor, go out the back, because yours is closed off, obviously, because your train car doesn't let people through. As you make your way in, and you open up the next one to go across the moving kind of flexible, almost like a bridge above to go to the gangplank area, to go to the next one. You can see he is down on the vehicle, and he is firing at people like from the other side trying to get up, but he's also killing Earthguard. Anyone who's coming near the Tenwick HQ or towards the flying the airship that you guys have, he's just lighting them up. And there are probably 5 skeletons on the flat car right now trying to climb up onto the ship. When you come out, he's got a pistol in one hand, and he's pulling some form of like a pin out of a potion bottle and chucking it at the 4 that are climbing up right now.
I'm going to make my way to the ship.
He would make eye contact with you, and he's like, how would he say this? Does he call you mother yet? I don't think he does. He probably calls you Tenwick.
No, he calls me Mum. Every once in a while, he calls me Mum.
That's right. In the heat of it, I think it would be more back to business. He would say, Tenwick, 5 of them down, 3 Earthguard tried to attack me. We need to take off the ship and leave these fuckers to fend for themselves and bring back reinforcements, or we need to load up the people important on this and get out of Dodge.
we need to find out what's causing the haunt.
We don't have time for that. This is 28 cars long.
We might not be able to leave this area, Christoph.
This isn't haunted, but that one is, and you can see back a couple cars as like you start to go around a bend here, or not a bend. The ass end would be coming around the bend, not the straightaway. You can see there's 2 cars that are like all ghost-like. Like if it spreads, we don't get to leave.
Then go and start rescuing people.
I hate that word so much. Rescue. No. Let's go. Survival.
I have a duty to this town. I have a duty to these people.
Give me...
You know...
You doing diplomacy on him?
Yeah.
He's an ex-con. You don't lose all your ways.
No, I know.
Oh, Foxglove, you got a hero point back right away. Good for you.
Nice.
Let's see what I get with this. Wow, okay, I got a 19 on the die.
Okay.
For 30. And as I'm doing this, I'm like, Christoph, I owe it to these people, but I also owe it to you to be safe. Please. Use the skiff, start rescuing who you can, and then try and find reinforcements. I don't want you being trapped on here.
Might be trapped here as he fires at another one of them, blows it apart. Because there's no trapped. Let's go. Or fine, sorry. Yeah, I'll rescue. Who am I rescuing? Is it my choice of importance?
Yes.
Excellent. Get on the skiff, Mom.
Oh, no!
Listen to your kid. Or be like my mom and never listen to the kid. And just do whatever the hell you want.
And also never listen to the kid.
What are we doing? You getting on, or are you going to go about your business and run along the edge of the car and make it to the next one?
I'm gonna go about my business.
Oh, he sees you, like, he goes to put a hand out as you give him, like, the eye to eye, and there's that moment, camera see you lock eyes, and he's like...
I pull him into a hug, and then I go to do my job.
Okay, you at least give him that. I'm going to use my... I got a 30 to grapple you and pull you on.
God damn it. That beats my fortitude.
He pulls you up onto it and tosses you kind of like onto the middle of the skiff. And he goes, "We're leaving to get the rest of the team." That's what he says.
Thanksgiving's going to be real awkward in the Tenwick household.
There's one diner. There's one dining table with food on it. All the rest are just for the wrestling match. So
and the 2 people that are there don't eat.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Why is there only 2 plates of porridge? So he throws you on it, and you can see more coming up as he moves the controls. Is there any other action? You moved up, moved down, tried to run by, got pulled on. I think that's your actions, right?
Yeah.
So we cut from you.
I went to go in for the hug.
Back to Foxglove in a burning train, in a burning cabin.
Yep.
What would you like to do, Foxglove?
Uno reverso.
I am just going to just hoist Francis up and basically book it to the other side of the car, away from the one that has the apparitions.
I just want to point out, you're going to run out into the tides.
Oh. Cool. I mean, basically, my
You could pick the lantern up. I mean, you could try to see how strong that lantern is versus what's out there.
And I have not heard anything from Bartleby.
No, we have not.
Looking around the room, do I see any additional potions of healing that he may have had stored
He has a
anywhere?
closed chest. There's a drawer on the desk that's in the corner of the room. There's a drawer on the desk with the mirror. The fire is spreading, and then back here he has all of his instruments in it.
Man. Yeah, there's no time. I'll pick up the lantern and
Okay, pick up
try
the lantern. One action. Are you picking him up?
Mm-hmm.
Pick him up, second action, and then are you booting the door open?
Yep.
As you boot the door open, outside, two spirits, when the light hits, swoosh, immediately move, fleeing from the light. Can I get a occult roll from you?
Of course. Ugh, that's a 2 on the dice. I might hero point that one.
Up to you.
Might hero point that. Yeah, right now we're at an 18. I'll hero point it.
All right, you use your bonus hero point that you got from Trickster.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. So I'm gonna do math now. That's a 22.
They are shadows. I move
Like-
away from it, like the undead shadows.
Okay,
They move
okay.
away. When they slide away, you can see their eyes and the tides a little bit, but the light does push the tides away. Are you going forward towards the front of the car or back towards Tenwick's office?
I'm gonna go towards. Would I have known which direction Bartleby was headed in during all of this?
He went up front with all the noise that was happening at the engine car.
I actually will head back to Tenwick's office, actually.
All right, so you start heading back through. Are you going to go out the front and up and over, or are you going to move your way through all the tides in this car?
I'm going to, if the lantern is dissipating the tides, then I'm going to move through them.
All right, so what's your total movement? Oh, no, you kicked the door open. You can't even move yet.
I can't. No, this is preparing for the next
So-
one. But I know that that Francis over the last few days has also gotten to know Voss. So that's where I'm headed. Is
All
the
right.
last place that I remember seeing him.
All right, so I will move the one that is out here immediately away to the layer, so you can see out in that area. And then I will take us to Voss, who is moving towards the front of the train.
So the spirit that is directly in front of me, the Earth Guard that's there, he needs to make a will save.
What are you doing?
I'm casting Talking Corpse.
Don't you have to have a dead body? You
That's what I use to talk to
just
spirits.
You can just speak to it in Hallow, though. It's not an object.
Oh. Right. Yeah, I'll speak to it in Hallow.
Okay. What are you asking?
Mate, what year is it?
Ooh. That is a very good question. It would be... For him, 24 AS. Right? Yeah, 24 AS.
Okay, cool. So I know that he says that, so I know he's stuck in the past. He doesn't know that this is happening.
Nope.
As
You're
an event
100%
for
right.
us.
Yep.
I'll ask him,
I'll even give
have
you
you
a research
located when I asked him, have you located the enemy? Do we know where they're coming from?
He turns slowly and looks to you. You see he's got like a huge claw mark down that side of his face that glows a little bit. And he goes, "What do you mean, where are they coming from? They're all in front of us. You can see them." He's firing away.
Right, they've got to be cutting. They got to be coming from somewhere. If we can cut them off, where
From
would it be?
underground, the tunnels. They're pouring out like cockroaches. Now you can't see that
Got it.
far out past the hill you're on. Maybe like I'd say 50 foot on either side of the train. And there are lines of them coming towards the train.
Okay. Can I get, for my last action, can I do a fettering lore with this new information to see if that might narrow down something, whether or not I can tell if it's coming from the train or if it's coming from the site?
Sure, like if maybe something was fettered up from this war during that time frame.
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
It's gonna be really hard though. That's a deep fucking cut to know like a specific item during something that long ago.
Fuck. Did anybody play any new hero points for me? Or am I still at 1?
I will look.
Actually, fuck it. It doesn't matter. I'm using it.
I did play one. It said bamboozled.
Yes, there
Kelly,
is one.
I
You
love
are
you so
at
much.
+1. That is true. So you
God
spend that
damn
one.
it.
I feel like there should be a bamboozled card at some point.
Well, it's 3 less
Just a
higher. I
gift.
had an 8. I rolled a 5. So that's only a 20 fettering check.
There's
So-
nothing you can think of during your classes that regard this war as like important to fettering. As a matter of fact, you're not even sure if the Emerald Order would have been dealing with things in this area at that time.
Okay. Fuck. Okay. That's it. I'm done. I'm out of actions.
All right, that would take us. That was everybody. I think we're back to the cycle, right? The top.
But unless I can move, because I asked 2 questions. I don't know if that was 2 actions.
You can
or
if
not.
you, but you're standing and talking to him. So if you want to move like to the end of that train car, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'll keep moving to the
Okay.
Towards front of the train.
All right, sweet. So you start moving towards the front of the train. So Voss is now.
Sure be nice if you had, I don't know, Dimension Door.
Right?
So you've only moved.
Seriously,
You've
like-
moved 1 train car so far, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just marking where you're at on the list here. So as you start
We only
going
hook
through,
shots.
no hook shots. So as you start going through, there are people who are. There are other Earth Guard that are panicking and like firing down. None of them pay attention to you, but you do see some citizens coming up from Merrifield on top with their families and stuff on top of the train cars. So there's ghosts downstairs. They're fighting, and there's some samurai murdering everybody.
Sorry, a samurai?
That's what they said.
Maybe it's my old character that liked to tell stories.
And then
Right?
that would take us. So that was everybody, right? So we're back to the top. We're back to Everston, correct? Yeah, we're back to Everston. Everston, it's your turn.
All right.
4 hands out of 6 have climbed up.
Does it look like the attacks I'm making against the ghost parts are effective,
there are
or am
cuts,
I
yeah.
just grasping?
There are cuts and wounds
They're
and
working.
tears in the spirit, but it's dripping this like eerie green, and along the lower half, it's like a dark emerald green and black. And it's just dripping, like it's wet.
Green's my thing.
I'm gonna swing at it again.
All right, I can't believe
Another
we just
double
covered
slice.
this thing.
Just
Mother.
gonna hammer on this.
What you got?
Calling for your mommy? What's going on?
Nope, he just thought of something would happen. What did you?
How about a 34 to hit?
hits?
with the shield bash?
Hits doesn't crit.
Okay, so that'll be 9 plus 7 is 16 damage from the shield
Okay.
bash, and then the follow-up punch, which combines with that damage if it hits.
Okay.
How about a 36?
Hits doesn't crit. It's real close though.
Oops, wrong die. 5, 6,
This sounds like
7,
you're getting
7.
murdered music.
18 damage from the punch, so that combines with the shield bash in case there's damage reduction.
How much was
And
it?
final action, I raise my shield.
How much was it?
It was another. What did I say? 11 and 7 is 18.
18. Okay. All right. Still up. On its action, the last 2 arms come up and hit, and it pushes itself up onto the top of the train. The fins on the top, that this green and blue spiritual energy is arcing between for this engine. And you see it hold 2 of the fins in its hands like this and come in for a swing. I only get 1 attack because I had to spend so many actions doing what I was doing. But I am going to make my attack. It starts speaking in Pacted. Do you speak Pact?
No.
Okay. Dark speech, actually, I think is what pacted language actually is, if I remember correctly.
I do not have it.
As it starts chanting and saying something, I am going to make my first attack. I'm going to treat these as long swords. But I have a penalty because they're definitely improvised. First roll for combat.
With my shield raised, my AC is 31 is what you're looking for.
31, okay, that's pretty good. 46 and a 30.
Jesus Christ.
Well, the 46 is a crit.
Okay, so 24 base, 24.
I'm gonna shield block this.
Okay. 24, 29, 36. You double your bonus damage, correct?
Yep.
For 78 points of damage.
Holy shit.
As one
That's bad.
swing cleaves into the top of the shield and like it doesn't even stop. It's just too strong. It pushes down into your shoulder as the other one swings and you duck under it before it clips you with that first shot. But it gets you with that second shot good.
So my shield blocks 8 of that on me
Okay.
and 8 of that on itself, but it also takes the remaining 70 damage and destroys it.
I blow the shield apart.
It only had 64 hit points.
That's the family heirloom, right?
That's the one I've had since level 1.
So it gets severed down to the wrist and it just kind of falls hanging on the shield rail.
Oh, what have I done?
After that hits, it
You
punches,
saved your life. That's what you did.
It punches
That's
through
true.
and deals directly to you 5 points of evil damage. I need you to make me a defensive save versus this. You need to make me save versus fear. If you have fear, so be a will save.
I love it. I am a brave boy. So my total is a 34. And if that is a success, it's automatically a critical success because it's specifically fear.
Okay. Holy shit. Yeah. Yes, because of its current form, 34 on the money is what you need. 30. That's actually, sorry. 34? Yeah, 34. Damn. I wasn't expecting you to make
that's
that.
That's a 17. 17 on the die. That's
as it
nasty.
hits and it leans over the shield, you can feel the shadow kind of encroaching as the other arm is like reaching up and the other two are reaching in to grab its lower tail coming up out of the ethereal rift that it is a part of. I only hit with one because you're pretty sure if it would have hit with one hit, it would have kept going until it was unsuccessful. As all the hands are swinging as you're blocking and pushing things out of the way. That moves us back as the camera pans back down and through to Nora on the skiff. The skiff goes up, and Kristoff says front or back and begins to crank the wheel.
Can we see the nonsense that is happening in the front?
When it lifts off, yes, you can see this huge sword up. It's like glowing and radiating this black smoke. And as the other one pulls back from the shield, spirits from the engine arc off to the weapon as it pulls back. As it's like devouring spirit energy from the engine.
We gotta go to the front.
He is gonna punch it. He moves all the way to the front of the engine. Putting you in line as it comes forward. He turns it a little bit, putting you in line with the two of them. None of your actions have been used. What would you like to do? He used two of his.
Okay, so we're in line with Everston and the
Yeah.
Monolith.
Do we have a vehicle for your ship?
We don't have an icon for it now.
I'll get you one. What would you like to do? Is I dig up a ship for you for now?
How large is this?
Same size as Everston. It's not
Same
even
size as
fully out of
Everston.
the ethereal. Maybe I can actually give you a description. If you want to make a recall on it, you can. It's occult to make a recall on it. It is specifically.
I don't know why, but when I think of Marilis, even though they're half humanoid, half snake with 6 arms, I always think of the alien queen from Aliens.
I
like,
do
just-
too. I do too.
I don't know why. Maybe
It's-
just because they're that dangerous. I don't know.
It stands. Man, they don't even have a height on these things. I'll there be a physical description, but I don't see one. I think they're 18 foot tall. I think they're on the high end of large.
Jesus.
Pretty sure. Once they're fully out. So right now she's probably like 10 because her tail and stuff's still below. She's crawling up.
Okay.
Do you want to make a roll on it?
I'm going to spend, if you're okay with me splitting it up, I'm going to spend 2 of my actions to start putting on the Calcor glider.
Okay.
And then...
Well, just make your check. Oh, you
Yeah.
don't wear the backpack. That's right. So you'd have to grab it from your ship and put it on.
It was in my
Oh, pack a hole.
satchel.
That's fine.
It's in my
Yep,
satchel.
sure. You start putting it on. Makes total sense to me. Yeah.
Okay,
and Everston, I'll
then-
assume you're wearing it because you're fighting on the top of a train.
And then you said occult.
Yeah, if you'd like them to recall. You're
Recall
gonna need a
knowledge.
big number.
Does a 30 work?
Yeah, you get one question.
What's it weak to? If anything.
I will say that you know these creatures are creatures that are commanders for the pacted demons, like demons and armies. If they have taken a body at any point in time, they usually take the body of like leaders or commanders or tyrants of the real world. And when they manifest in them, each day they rest, another arm grows from their body, kind of like in the lower half, until they get them all and become a full Marilith. Weakness, there's only ever been one in recorded history, and it fought against the... God. Pre-Sundering history, it would have fought against one of the Keepers. Probably would have known it fought against Anise at one point in time. And she bound it and couldn't kill it, but put it at the bottom of an ocean so it could never be found or sent back to its home plane. Let it just sit there and drown every day. Weakness, holy, probably. This specific one, probably if you could drown it, it would probably unpossess the person.
Okay. So as my free action, I shout over to Everston in Hollow.
Run.
Either run or figure out a way to drown it.
The train car, because you guys do have a water car. You have a tank car. It's train number 23. It holds 6,000 gallons of water. Thanks, Serving Hands, for that one.
Awesome.
I have some dumb ideas coming up.
Same.
Me too.
He has one. Kristoff has one action left. He's like, are we picking him up or are we staying here? Because I don't think we should be fighting that. With that said, both of you need to make me will saves for being within 100 foot of it.
Jesus Christ.
Omar
I think
made
be-
his save. He crit versus it.
Before I make my save, I turn to Kristoff and I'm like, we're gonna see how well it swims, and then I'm gonna make my save.
All right, give me a roll.
Or try to.
There's no way this is gonna go well.
I got 36. I got 20. I got a 19 on the die.
You didn't crit, but you did make it. You're not frightened.
Okay.
Christoph rolled a 19. He is not frightened either.
Hell yeah, Team Formerly Dead is getting it.
Apparently, fearless, team dumb thoughts.
Team dumb thoughts.
Nora,
Team Dumb Thoughts / Team Formerly Dead.
Nora will go to Voss, right? Because it went Everston, Nora, Voss, right? Is what we're doing. Correct? You haven't gone yet?
Do I see?
Sounds right.
I see them fly by in the skiff.
Oh yeah, pfft, gone, bat out of hell.
Okay.
I mean, you could try to jump on it if you want, but you would have to have a way to get up there quick enough. Because they're not like skimming the vehicle; they're like a good 30 foot above.
Yeah. Are we next to the tides?
No, you're driving through Spirit Hills. There's no tides.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
There are tides in the car. We don't know why yet, but there are tides inside one of the train cars. You wouldn't know that yet. It's gonna be real good. Real good.
I feel like it's not going to be real good.
I've waited 6 episodes, I think, for this. No. We're at what? This is 10?
This is 10.
8 episodes.
I can't see this thing, right?
See what? The Marrowith? You can see large, you can hear pieces of the train get pulled apart, and you can see spectral energy soaking into this like blade from, you know, that the coils that go across are to feed the, it cycles, and it doesn't spin, but the spirits cycle through the blades to purify them, to help run the engine and not overwork them. You would know how the train works. They basically go through like holy baths going around through it to keep them cleansed and not from becoming evil, traveling through tides and whatnot. Like filters. Think of them like holy filters.
Really? Okay.
But what are you doing?
I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to cast haste on myself and start hauling ass toward the front of the train.
Okay. So how far can you move?
The fuck is my move? 25. That's giving me an extra action. So I'm moving 100 feet. So it's almost
about
a car
train
around.
car. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So as you make your way through, it would cut to Foxglove, and we're going to do your round, and then we're going to go to intermission. Foxglove, as you see the tides out there spread away from you, behind you, you hear the soft tones of a whistle. Like a very soothing whistle. One, I'm going to just give you a free check. I need a arcane or a nature check from you, your choice.
Okay, let's go ahead and go with that arcane.
Okay.
And that's a 19.
Let me get the proper piece for this for you. 19. Are you happy with that?
Yep. No,
You're going in
I'm
intermission.
not.
You're going to get the refresh, so you could use a hero point.
Yes, I will use a hero point. Yes.
Because that's only 2. You still have 1 left from this because you were given 1.
That's even worse. No, it's not. That's a dirty 20. So it's 1 different.
Okay. Do you have anything to help resist charm?
I mean, not right now. No.
Okay.
Dandy powers activate.
Yeah, right. So is this whistle and the sound of like soft but higher pitched voices begin to chant and sing, your eyes get heavy as they start to crust over in sand.
No.
And you black out. And we're going to go to intermission.
Shit.
So everybody, we're going to go to intermission. We'll be back in 13. I'll let people get drinks, freshen up, and we'll come back with Allie, or Miss Foxglove, in a dream state during all of this, sleeping next to a lantern with a pair of blue and white socks next to her. Striped, think Wicked Witch style, and shoes with little tiny tassels of bones that clank together on the end. So we're going to intermission. We're going to be watching the third part of Gamora. I didn't forget about that asshole.
I did.
I didn't think you did. So we'll be back here in 13 minutes. Everybody get your drinks, everything else. Get your Stream Loot cards ready. We're going to need as many attack cards, cannonball cards, and I would highly recommend if you have any magical item cards, now would be a time. And we would probably, I would say hero points, because they're probably going to blow through another 3 in the second half for saving throws alone. This is going to be a heavy saving throw, but they're really close to solving what's going on because they made a lot of good checks. So we'll be back in 13, everybody. Season 1 War Lantern patches are finally here. Glow in the dark. Only 95 limited run. It comes with a card of authenticity, and we are excited finally to have it in our store. Link down below. And remember, like, subscribe, and share it with all your friends, because when we hit 1,000 subscribers, we have something special to give away.
He actually ingested the fire?
Yes.
Although legends of fire-breathing monsters like the Chimera and dragons have persisted through the ages, still it's astounding to discover such a creature really exists.
Yes, it is. Is Gamera really invulnerable, Professor?
That I don't know. I've made one conclusion.
You have what?
Obviously, his metabolism is not like ours. It is not only conceivable, but entirely likely that his cell structure differs radically from known life forms.
For instance, silicon or metallic elements replacing carbon in his tissues.
Precisely. And that would explain his fire-eating and his invulnerability to electric shock, heat, and concussion.
Yes, I agree with you completely, Professor, but that doesn't bring us any nearer to a solution, does it?
This pattern is very peculiar. They look like waves, and yet I don't think they...
Yes, still they're obviously symbols of some sort.
I don't think they're rhythmic enough for waves. Doctor, it would be very useful if we could decipher this.
No use, sir. Our weapons do not even slow him down. Nothing short of an atom bomb will do any good.
You're right. Put me through to General Yotobashi.
Yes, sir.
We understand your problem, and we will do everything we can. You can be assured of it. Thank you. We have just received a request from General Yotobashi for the use of our missiles. Up until now, every armament that we have provided them hasn't done any good.
Our missiles? But that means getting approval of our allies. Mr. Secretary, I'm certain you're aware of our peace treaties and our international obligations.
There isn't time, sir. I recommend that we act immediately. The destructive power of Gamera is beyond comprehension. He must be stopped now.
And I say we must act in haste.
I disagree with you, Senator. You may inform General Yotobashi, Dr. Hidaka, and Dr. Moras that our missiles are entirely at their disposal. Also, that our government will inform our ambassador to the United Nations to call for an emergency world meeting, because if our missiles fail to destroy Gamera, we will need world cooperation to determine our next line of defense.
Mr. Secretary, have you consulted the President on these decisions?
I have, and he has given me complete authority to implement any moves that we may take. General Arnold, get to it.
Thank you, sir.
Now, gentlemen, I think we'd better order in some lunch. We're apt to be here for some time. If you don't mind, Senator.
You can expect my complete cooperation, sir.
I expect nothing less, sir.
Good evening, Professor Morase.
Good evening. Situation about the same?
Yes, sir. It's about to be changed any moment, though. The Americans are going to attack Gamera with nuclear missiles.
Oh. A message from General Dean, sir. The American missiles are ready.
Good. Clear the area.
No, wait, listen. The missiles won't do any good. It's more likely they'll serve as a source of energy.
All right, if you say so. Well, what do we do instead, Doctor?
Sir?
Yes? What is it?
We've completed the evacuation, sir, except for patrol units.
Very good. Carry on. Professor Morase, what can we do?
I don't know, since our most powerful weapons are useless. Dr. Hidaka, do you have any ideas?
One. It's not even an idea, just a thought that occurred to me. We assume Gamera is invulnerable, obviously with a great deal of justification. But Gamera is vulnerable to cold. Remember, he was frozen in the ice until the bomb released him.
Yes, of course. We must devise some means of freezing Gamera.
Dr. Hidaka, Professor, the Army may have the answer. Our scientists have developed a freezing bomb to use in fires in nuclear reactors.
Captain, you mean the Army has a bomb that will freeze things?
Yes, though it's still in the experimental stage. I believe we can use it, although there is one serious drawback. The gases that they use in this as a refrigerant dissipate in 10 minutes.
I see. Still, these bombs, are there enough for our purpose?
I believe there's an adequate supply, sir.
This may be the answer. There isn't too much time. Do you suppose you can arrange it?
It's urgent.
I believe so, sir, yes. I'll get started on it immediately.
This is Night Watch Patrol. Gamera is now leaving power plant, heading for mountains.
It should be easier out there.
Yes, it should. The planes will be able to attack from all sides.
Gamera is now on Tsushima Reach, heading for Devil Spring area.
Roger. That's a big resort area. We have to attack now, before he gets there.
Hurry, forget the bumps.
Yes.
May I have your attention, please? The effect of the freezing bomb doesn't last very long. 10 minutes, which means that your work has to be completed within that time. So everyone, please remember, when you plant the dynamite, be quick, but be careful. We won't get another chance. Thank you and good luck.
Shall I give the signal, Doctor?
Please.
Look, it's working. You're right. His movements are getting slower.
Look, the bomb is doing the trick.
Dr. Hidaka, almost a minute is gone.
Right, thanks.
Come, Doctor. On the double.
Look, Gamera's beginning to move. Did they have enough time left to plant that dynamite? How much time?
Only 3 minutes.
If only
1 minute, Captain.
Right. Clear out! Take cover! Hurry! Watch your fuses!
Let's get out of here!
On the double!
Hurry up! Come on!
Move it out!
Hey, watch your...
30 seconds!
10 minutes are nearly up now. That's it. The time's up, Doctor.
I know. Stand by!
Yes, sir.
Don't, Yoko.
Don't worry, we're all ready. Fire!
Look, he's down and he's on his back.
Luckily. We've got him now, huh?
Yes, because with Gamera, as with any other turtle, once he's on his back, he can't get up again. We're very lucky that your freezing bomb has worked as well as it did. Dr. Hidaka, I think we've done it.
Dr. Hidaka, it looks like your plan has succeeded.
Yes. And in a month or so from now, he'll be just another zoological specimen.
Uh-huh.
Look, he's putting his legs and head back in his shell. He knows his leg. That's what you call turning turtle.
An amazing adaptation.
The Eskimo stone. Do you have it, Choco?
Yes, sir, right here.
That's it. Now I understand the pattern, Professor Moratti. Those lines are meant to represent clouds, you see. A primitive but graphic attempt to show that Gamera can fly.
Gentlemen, Gamera must be stopped. God knows where he'll strike next. So far, the American weapons have been completely ineffective, and the Japanese radar systems offer barely enough warning to evacuate the civilian populations. We must now work as one cohesive unit with one objective, creating a plan to destroy Gamera before he destroys civilization. General Arnold.
Thank you, sir. Both Dr. Hidaka and Dr. Morass are convinced that Gamera is continually on the hunt for food. There is some chemical substance in our fuel that it needs to exist. Possibly the same chemical substance it consumed over 200 million years ago. In the beginning, in the Earth's atmosphere, there was less than a small part of 1% of oxygen that we, with lungs, need to live. The other creatures existed on the sustenance of sulfur compounds in their seething earth. Now, as oxygen increased in the world's atmosphere, living things started to develop lungs. Now, Gamera is of the prior period, possibly the last survivor. This all came within the radii of our microscopes, but the existence of Gamera is living proof that they were not all single-cell creatures.
Do you mean it literally eats fire?
Yes, the beast actually eats fire.
That's incredible.
This may explain why he's most destructive when he's unable to satisfy his ravenous appetite, and least destructive when he's gorging himself at some oil refinery or fuel reserve. Now, that may be the key to any plan that we come up with. If we can keep Gamera in one location long enough, we may gain the time we need.
Thank you, General. This conference is now open to discussion.
So, we have left Miss Foxglove in the hands of the Sandman that has been hiding in town since, like, was it episode 2 or 3? It's a while. It's since Alan was here, so it's been a while. And she falls into a deep slumber. Everything around her, she falls back. It's like sand that poofs out. And then two hands that are like too long. They like catch her shoulders and they like wrap all the way up and around and touch the wrist of the Sandman. And he starts dragging her through this huge field of rolling dunes, of this like glittering, almost like diamond dust and blue, like indigo sand. He's dragging her through. As the camera pans back, there's just a trail coming from that room as a doorway slowly starts to close. It starts to speak. It says, well, if I can't get them all, I will get the only one who can be a problem for me. And just starts dragging her through. You are awake within this dream, Allie. So Miss Foxglove can talk, but she is paralyzed. Short of speech. What would you like to do?
Okay. And I can talk?
You can
it's
talk,
just
yeah.
like neck down paralyzed?
Yeah, or it's thoughts almost that are going through, like your mouth murmurs, but it's not very loud. And you can see behind you can see the rift closing. But your arms don't work. Your legs don't work. Go ahead and look at that spell. Right, pretty sure it needs a somatic.
Did you see what I was... what?
Oh, you already put something in chat?
No, I didn't.
No, I just figured you were going to look at Dimension Door, and I said, go ahead and look and see if it has a somatic.
No, sorry. I was looking at something different. I'd actually like to start by rolling... I don't know if it would be Arcana or Occult, to see if I can tell where he is getting his power from, where his spell casting ability comes from that has gotten us to this dream state.
Okay. Good question. Give me a roll.
Okay, would this be Occult or Arcana?
Your choice, whatever way you want to do it.
Let's go with Occult then. 21.
21.
I feel like you need to try some new dice, Allie. Like,
right? Yeah, you're right. This has been the same D20 I've been rolling all night. I don't know why I didn't.
21. You don't recognize. I'm assuming everybody also replenished their pools as well. So, Voss, you would have picked up 2. Nora would have picked up 1.
Yep.
Everston, none because he never spends his.
I started with only 2. I guess I would have pulled for 3. So yeah, I have 3. Sorry.
But I'm saying you never spent any, did you?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't think so. 2 for Foxglove. Giving her 3 in total. So, no, that's not high enough. All you know is the portal is closing behind you. I'm assuming you have no magics to get you through one plane of existence to another. So you need to get through that gate before it closes or find a way to disrupt what is going on.
Oh, planes?
Yeah. Can you plane hop?
I mean, I can't plane hop, but okay, this might not be so bad.
That takes you from... That means that the plane of shadow has to touch the plane you're on to shift, but remember how long it takes to cast that.
All right, and... Oh, somatic.
Mm-hmm. So, that was as free as you make your roll. You can talk to him. You can do what you want right now. It's up to you.
Okay. I'm going to try to just ask what he means by only bringing me here. I'm going to try to say, like, wouldn't it be much more efficient or just benefits you better to go after, maybe somebody like, I don't know, Tenwick?
He does think I'm the weakest link.
I'm just over here like I almost died in the last round, bro. Like what?
He would say, he's like, ah, yes, but Nora becomes flustered as her companions die or are taken, and her investigations get weaker. So, I take you, because you are the easiest to grab. You're by yourself. You've been harmed. And you can feel like the fingers wrapping and like tapping against his own wrist as he's talking to you and dragging you behind. As you can kind of look behind, his arms are stretched. You're about 10 foot from him, maybe 8. It's too far for you, even if you were to move to touch him, besides his wrist holding you, or his hands holding you. He's like, and you, being a lady of an occult stature, understanding the Fae being a siren and all, I didn't want you feeding any information that may help them, so here I am, dragging you through twilight.
Understanding the Fae. You apparently don't know me at all, thinking that I'm actually, well, I mean, it's probably more like, but...
He can hear you fine. It's a pretty good conversation. Like,
I barely know them. Do you even think about why I was by myself? By myself? It was for a reason. We're not that close.
Well, I mean, I didn't think you were close, but you're the most knowledgeable. I've watched closely as you've talked to each other within her office, and I've seen you as you've studied about what is going on. You are one of them, even if they don't consider you one.
And what are you? What are you to them?
Oh, an enemy for sure.
I mean, I can gather that much.
Mm-hmm. You can call me Icadus.
Icadus. Okay, well, Icadus. This would probably be easier for both of us if you maybe let me walk.
Oh, you don't weigh anything to me. You're just a dream.
Well, it would definitely be polite for you to let me walk.
No.
Can I, based on what's been happening during this conversation, may I roll again? Okay.
Yeah,
so,
sure.
Second first, same as the first, trying to figure out where his spellcasting ability comes from.
Okay.
That's better. That's a 32.
Well, you're in his plane of existence, so probably the sand you're getting dragged through.
Okay. So just the sand.
Like in dreams, specifically, he is a Sandman of the Twilight, or the Court of Night, or no, Twilight, right? He's Twilight, which means he is more nightmare or bad dreams than he is good ones.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'll give you one more question. Anything you would like to know or do?
I would like to attempt to. Could I try to recognize the spell for what put me to sleep?
Ooh, yeah, its spell-like ability would be a little higher. You didn't see it casted, so give me a nature.
A nature?
Mm-hmm.
For nature, that is going to be... Okay. These dice are rolling a little bit better. 24.
24. It's definitely an ability he has. You're assuming it came from the song. If he is a creature of the plane of night or the Fey realm of the night, one of the courts, and if he is a Sandman, which you would have assumed from what he's doing, his slumber is just something that he can do. Now, it can be disrupted if he's harmed severely. You can also try to wake yourself from the dream state, which is very difficult.
Right.
If you'd like to do that, you can. It is a will save to wake yourself. You have to make 3 successful will saves to wake yourself from a dream state. Every failed one, you fall further into the dream state.
I did just think of something that I think she would have known and been able to place immediately.
Sure.
So I would like to tack this one on. Is this the same Sandman who I've encountered before?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Good. But those are all of my questions there.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Well, we'll go back to Everston fighting the Merilith on top of the train, along with the flying ship with Kristoff and Nora. What is the game plan, trio?
Team. What are we? Are we team formerly dead? Or are we team dum-dums? Team dumb thoughts.
I mean, I guess it depends on the role.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
both?
We're both.
Little
team
bit of
formerly brain dead.
Maybe.
All right. So, team for Mom Boozled. Pretty accurate. So, Everston goes first.
Okay.
I'm still struggling with my pack, so I can't do what I want to do until next round, unfortunately.
All right.
I'm just going to adjust my hit points. I forgot I had 10 temporary hit points for the day from last time.
You did. That is correct.
It's not a lot, but it's something.
Right.
Good thing I take notes.
Mm-hmm. We got some healing waves that got played, too. That's good.
My repaired oils are doing a little bit more. Okay.
Look at what the attack cards we have so far.
Mom Boozled.
Three attack cards. Okay. All right. So what do you guys want to do?
I think. Should I call upon Cassiel now? Say, trial by fire, we need you. Or should we proceed with secret plan snake wrestling?
I mean, we can go with secret plan snake wrestling. We might want to call Cassiel just in case. But let's go with secret plan snake wrestling.
What are you doing? Don't look at me.
All right. So I think. Are we doing this, Everston?
Yes, let's. It'll be the greatest ending to the show ever.
As Team Formerly Dead, aka Team Brain Dead. Fucked everything up. All right. So I think you would probably delay until I finish my rounds then, because then you'd be able to use the reaction to aid and then use your other actions to do the thing.
Okay.
Okay. I get the pack on, snap my suspenders.
Okay.
And charge to grapple Marlith and push her off the top of the train.
Okay.
And as I do that, I'm like, Everston, help me push her down.
This is versus her fortitude, right?
Yep.
Absolutely.
I mean, there are decisions, and then there's whatever this is.
Plant both feet.
I mean, just hold her head under the train tracks.
It's a free action to tag in, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to take an attack of opportunity on your fly-in.
Okay.
With one of the weapons. With my penalty. Does a 34 hit you?
Yes, but it doesn't crit.
All right. That's good for you. That's good for you.
Everything in my being said, shield block, save her. I can't.
You go to put it up and the shield's just dangling there.
Oh no.
All right. I am apologizing for nothing. Let's get my D8s here.
Captain America towards the end of Endgame, except it's just like an 8x10 sheet. There's nothing left.
17. 26. 33 points of damage plus 3 evil. 33 plus 3.
Okay. Still up.
Okay. All right. And you dive in and make contact. I haven't got to cast my spell yet, so lucky you.
Okay.
I can't believe you guys are doing this.
Everston, you want to roll that aid?
I can't believe
Yep.
that you guys are trying. Are you a master in this too, Todd?
I'm a master, and because she's my bonded companion for the day, I need a 15 to succeed. I need a 25 for a crit, which is what we're aiming for.
As a reminder, you have hero points.
My bonus is a lowly 19, so 6 or higher for crit.
Okay. Yeah, it's for resubscribing, Serving Hands. Anyone who subscribes to the channel gets a free
6.
Yes!
Just a 6.
All right.
Squeaked by.
All right.
Won't need the hero point.
All right.
So you get a +3 from my aid.
Yep.
As I plant my feet and shove.
Nora,
I gotta bomb this bitch.
Nora, of course, Foxglove can't see this, so she doesn't know why Nora is such a huge luchador fan. Nora snaps the suspenders, dives in between the suspenders and the aid. I have a +22 to my athletics check.
So just jump up, the wings come out, you dive, the camera spins around to you coming through as he's grabbing it like this, and you're like diving through the hoop as he's trying to push it in, and you're impacting. And just blue glowing suspenders. Sure, give me that athletics check for this. I swear to God if this works. I swear.
You're gonna level up from this and attain Super Saiyan status.
My lord. There's no way.
I'm gonna hero point that.
There's no way. There's no way. None.
19.
Hey, Pox, thanks for the raid. As they're tackling a Merilith into the ethereal.
I got a 41. I got a 19 on the die. I got 20 plus 22.
I have a fortitude of 31.
Yes.
I'm at -2.
We needed.
I'm at -2 for not being ethereal, which gives me that 41 right now. It's +10. So you hit it, boom, and you shove her back in. All the arms go out. I need you to do something for me. Can you roll me 3d6 plus 10 mental damage? Not to you, to her for failing at something.
Because she's like, I can't believe this happened.
You see her racked, like her face like grits, and like all the pretty lines in her face like grit into this menacing, distorted, demonic face. There's no fucking way.
What was the plus? Because I got 12 on the. I got 12 plus.
Plus 10.
Okay, so 22 points of mental damage as Nora just Akana bombs her.
Boom! She goes through. You didn't crit though, so you're partial the way in there with her, shoving her into the hole.
What was the DC?
No, she did crit.
I did crit.
It was a 31. She hit a 41.
No. It's a 31 plus 10. Because
10 plus was 41.
That's not a crit though.
Oh.
A 41's the DC.
Okay.
She hit the DC.
I hit the DC. Still, whatever. It still worked.
Yes.
It still worked.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Serving Hands.
Oh.
Well, welcome to the party, everybody.
Cuckoo.
Nice.
I can't.
Somebody else drop 100 bits. Let's get a hype train going with this shit.
I don't even know. I didn't plan for this, always.
So anyway, like as I hit.
How many actions you got left?
That was it. But my free action is Everston, drown her now.
Absolutely.
Well, let's put Nora over here.
Unleash the lantern.
Oh, you're gonna use Drowning Aura on her?
Yeah,
Drowning
that's why I
Sorrow?
pushed her off. That's why I pushed her off, dude. Let me get me over here. Boom. Get off my
Fucking
train.
hydro pump.
So,
total
do you pull the lantern out, or you just do it from your chest?
Train.
What's that?
You just do it from your chest, or do you pull the lantern out?
Oh, yeah. I let it shoot straight from the hole in the chest.
So as the water starts to manifest, it doesn't pour out like you think. There's like an etherealness, and it fills the void where she's at and around Nora, and it just materializes. into this salt water, like super buoyant for normal people salt water. And you see her start to go immediately in the water. I have to make a save. Nero's lantern is a 15 right now. Can someone in the audience give me a D6? I need to know if the spirit has any hero points. Somebody give me a D6 in the audience, please.
Is it possible to roll a D6 -1 so we can get a 0 for this monster?
It is. All NPCs are a D6 -1. Oh, Jesus.
I'm sorry, I was too busy helping
Kelly,
with
holy shit.
with the hype train.
Oh, no.
So,
a 4.
No.
4.
A 4. I'm going to roll again. It doesn't fucking matter. I rolled a 1, and then I rolled a 3.
You'd love to see
she
it.
starts gurgling in this stuff, and you see all the arms like flinch. 4 of them grab onto Nora, like trying to like pull their way out. The other ones are like holding onto their throat.
Dude, I followed her.
I know you did. You're in it as well, but you're a Gravelighter, so this doesn't affect you. So as this happens, and everyone is in this like rifted green mist, Nora's in it like feet out. Everston is pushing the creature in through the hole, and there's just a geyser of spectral water filling this area and all over the front of the train. As it spills out and hits some other spirits, they all start to drown as well. Just random spirits in the area. You have never used this.
Choke on it.
Fills a 60-foot radius. As the backwash comes out and starts filling a globe of water around you, everywhere that the light is now filled with water. Do you have any other actions to fuck over my plan right now?
I think Team Formerly Dead / Team Brain Dead.
Voss, as you're running towards the front of the train, you see a whoosh, and all of a sudden there's water.
Voss and Kristoff are just like...
in the front of the train. Are you going to keep running towards the front of the train? Okay. As you keep running, next to you, you see Bartleby going across the top of the train, coming towards you, like, fast.
Like, back towards me, or...
he's going from where he is towards you, so you guys are going to intersect.
As I'm running, what are you doing?
Nope, just keeps going.
Okay.
Nothing. What do you want to do, Voss?
Past you, we hear the sound of bowling pins get hit in the ground.
Well, he goes 1, 2, 3 cars. Hold on, I got to look at specifically where Foxglove is at. As I think 1 went 3. He was third one back, so you see him pass you over the this would be the boxcar. This would be the Iron Pools of Iseria bath car. As it goes up and it drives down through the ceiling.
What car number is that?
The bath cars are number 3. So all the nobles' quarters are below the bath cars.
Right.
Or sorry, below the bath cars on this one, below. And
so he's still in front of me.
And dives to the second floor. Yeah, like as you are crossing, getting ready to cross, he stops and, as you ask a question, comes up in the air and then dives into the top of this thing, busting a hole through the top of the car.
Why can I only think of like the sandworms from Beetlejuice?
I don't.
Because it's accurate. It's fucking accurate.
Do you keep running?
I mean, if it's happening right next to me, am I already at car 3?
No, it's in front of you. You can see it. You went from car 9 to 8 to 7. He's at 3.
Yeah, I keep running.
7 to 6. Okay. As you keep moving, do you have any spells or anything to make you faster?
I cast it. I cast haste.
Oh, you did haste, and then you moved another 100 foot, right?
Yeah.
So as you get to the next car, you're going from 7 to 6 to the dining car right now.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have gotten all the way through 7 last round, so it would have been 7 with 30 to go. I'm halfway into 6 then.
Okay. So as you get halfway through 6, you
Roughly.
see spirits coming up on each side as it's one of the hills as their earth guard charging over one side, and then you see the skeletal creatures coming up the other side, smashing into the top of the 6th car. Your next action is going through an actual battle at the top of this car.
Are the
No pressure.
skeletons actual skeletons, or are they spirits?
They are 4-armed skeletons with very slender, sharp, bone-like appendages instead of hands.
Yeah, I know what they are.
Hype train success. What do you want to do, sir? Is that it? The 3 and you're done? You don't have any actions left, right?
Well, I'm hasted, so I can use one of my move actions. It's either that or fight. So I could move 3 and then...
That is the best hype train emote I think I've seen in a long time.
Isn't that great?
Fucking Jedi. It's the Orco cat.
Womp.
That's it. That's all your actions, though, right? You're done. That's all I really wanted to know.
Silver Carpus.
Because it's so that goes back.
Yeah, the Silver
called the
Carpus.
Silver Carpus. Yep, you got it.
Yeah. I had to check
Man.
my notes, but yeah.
So I'm going to Foxglove.
Well,
you did all 4 actions to get that far.
Oh, that's right. Yes, I'm done.
Foxglove. Getting dragged through these blue sands. You see, close a little bit more as the distance pans as you're getting pulled through this midnight, inky-looking sand dunes with sparkling, almost like diamond dust over top, and moonlight just pouring down in the valley as he's pulling you. And he goes around one bend and comes around. When he turns sideways, you can kind of see groups of individuals on the hills watching you as you pass. As they get about 60 foot from you, they vanish back into the sand.
Okay. What I would like to do right now is, could I go ahead and try to do a society check?
Sure. We'll
to see if I can think. I'm trying to figure out somebody I have interacted with in the past who would be held in high regard in Fae or Sandman society.
All right. So what bullshit? You're trying to pull some Fae bullshit out. Okay. Gotcha.
Do I think of anybody? Oh, I need to roll for
You
it.
gotta
Duh.
roll. I don't know. Can you?
I was like, do I know?
She's like, tell me now. Who do I know?
Oh, lovely. I believe that's 35?
Give me a list of everyone I know.
Yeah, right.
Choo-choo.
Yes. So 35.
35. Boy, would you know anyone? Man, that's a tough question. And you're a dandy. Yes, I will say during one of the parties that the family of your now deceased husband threw, there was a woman by the name of Shantae Bluehorn. She was a courtesan and worker for the Night, the Army of the Night Court, and she was known for, I don't want to say making, that's not the right word, manifesting sandmen into the material plane.
Okay.
Think of her like I don't want to say like a gatekeeper, but like an eldritch sorceress who could make these creatures, because they're not living creatures. They're made of sand, and they get put into dreams. And until they capture someone, they can't fully manifest. This one has already done it before, so now it's just capturing more people.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and roll deception. And we're going to give this a shot.
Are you going to try to be her? Because that's going to be real fucking hard.
Maybe. Oh.
All right, deception at 16. So that is going to be a 29 total for deceptive song. I'm going to try to throw. I'm happy with a 29.
Okay. And you're going to try to throw what now?
All I'm going to try to do is throw my voice and try to just say, Icarus, let her go.
Oh, you're gonna try to duplicate? Oh, you suck.
At the very least, I'm trying to throw him off. I'm trying to make him break his concentration. I'm trying to move.
That's not a save. That's versus his. Would that be versus perception DC? So that'd be his will DC, right? Is that how that would roll? Fuck.
It is a deception roll.
Fuck. I have I have a 26. So he stops, and like one hand lets go, and he like you see the long fingers pass, like they drag too long through your sight, and he puts it up in front of his head to look out into the distance, and he goes, "Shantae, are you here somewhere?" And he starts looking through the dunes, like, "Show yourself, woman! You did not manifest me."
Can I move?
He starts yelling out into the dunes.
Can I move now?
You need a will save.
A will save? Okay.
Yeah. I'll give you +2 for this though. You did get rid of one of his hands.
Hell yeah. Okay. Woof, I don't like it. I'm using a hero point.
Man, we gonna burn through these hero points this episode.
I like that even less. That's a 15.
As you start to fight it away, he stops and looks, and as he looks, he turns and looks back as he's like dragging you, and he like pulls you around to the front of him so he can see you and her. He's like, "I will not let go of her," as he sees you murmuring, speaking for her, and he goes, "You tricksy, tricksy lady. You almost had me. You sounded just like her. How did you know Shantae? She is a woman in high regards at the court of night."
That's a great question. I rolled
He
society.
wraps his hand around your throat instead of your...
Oh. Cool.
Yeah. Can you give me another will save? I'm going to try to force deeper slumber on you.
Okay, cool. It's a 26.
Are you happy with that?
No, but I don't think I can go much higher.
Don't worry, you made a successful save. So as it happens, he wraps around. You feel your arm be able to move now. You made one of your 3 required saves now. And you can feel it starting to lessen. And some of the salt drips and like kind of falls from your eyes, filling the sand again in the dunes. And the dunes shake a little bit, and there's like puffs of this bluish indigo smoke that come up off of it as the sand itself seems to be almost breaking apart into particles, like the shapes that he had are falling apart. He can't hold the dunes in your view anymore. And he goes, "Oh, you think you're stronger than me, lady? I'll tell you what, I'll offer you a duel."
A duel?
Of course, a duel. You think you're so smart that you are Shantae, that you are a person of grand importance within the court of night? I offer you a duel.
You really want to waste your time dueling me?
Oh, you didn't hear what I win if I win the duel.
Okay.
Are you
I'm
interested?
listening.
Do
Go
you
on.
accept the duel?
I'd like to hear your terms.
If I win, I take your magic. It becomes mine. If you win, I will let you go. Now, it doesn't mean you'll be free forever. I'll come for you again, but I'll give you a chance. It was a little dastardly that I pulled you from the middle of a haunt, but I just couldn't let you die there before I brought you back. People need to see you.
Question. Does he know about Bartleby?
You don't know.
I don't know. Okay. I'm just thinking if promising my magic means getting rid of Bartleby.
You don't know. I mean, it would probably be breaking your patron's pact, yeah.
Okay.
You
I'm
would have a
able to
wild
move, though?
giant snake running on the train. Yes, that's about right.
Okay. I'm going to try to stretch my arm a little bit and see if I
you
can
move
actually
it.
like he's willing
Only
to go.
only half your body works right now. You've only made one save. You have spell casting
Okay.
ability right now, but that would be very dangerous to do.
Okay. I am going to I just want to keep talking. I want to keep him talking. And
I need you got either a power you want to use, or you're using Diplomacy, what do you want to use for this?
I.
And you are down to 2 hero points for this second half right now.
No, you know what? I will use diplomacy. I'll be very civil, very
okay.
Together, and I'll say, look, I'm still just a little bit confused here. I would like, before agreeing to anything, I would like to know a little bit more about how I, in particular, really got caught up in here. It seems to me like it was just poor circumstance. Could you do me the courtesy of enlightening me?
Poor circumstance. Is that really... You believe that I made a mistake?
I'm not saying you made a mistake. I'm saying the mistake is that I was in a particular place at a particular time that set me up with this group that I would have otherwise never encountered.
He leans in close, dust kind of escaping his mouth, with these tiny needle teeth as he gives a big smile. And he goes, darling, I am hunting. There was no mistake on who I took.
All right, then can you give me any more information before I agree to part with my magic?
Give me a diplomacy check for your last thing here before I go back to the Merilith battle and Voss getting into the thick of it, as we say. Everyone wants to sing it. I can hear it.
Yep, that's a 24.
He says, the duel will be simple. We will go to a party, and we'll each have one person that we must get their true name from before the sun comes up.
Where is this party?
It doesn't matter. I gave you the information you wanted. The terms of the duel is the true name. You will point at someone, and I will point at someone.
All right, give me a moment to think this over.
Oh, by all means. He detaches his hand from your, like he leaves it around your neck, leaves one on your shoulder. They pull apart and solidify like these sand like hands, and he grows new ones. And he walks over, pulls a stool out of the ground, and sits down and waits.
Okay, and I will wait as well.
And I'm going to cut back to Everston and Nora trying to fucking shove a Merilith back into a hole. Okay, Merilith fighters.
Oh. Kick it in the face. Kick it in the face, back through the portal, into hell. That's what I did second level first campaign with Eric.
Well, she's drowning in the water right now.
She's drowning right now. Need 3 rounds to kill her in the water.
Done.
Cool.
Or if you grapple, like if you pin her and get a critical, I'll make it 2. I'll give that 2 to you, so it'll be 2 instead of 1 round of doing it. Because you're basically choking the life out of her. I cannot believe you guys are choking a Merilith.
How about we both do it? I'll aid you though for the main.
All right.
Main role, like we've been doing.
Jesus Christ. Okay. All right, let's do this. I can't wait to
I aid with a 28.
Okay.
Critical aid.
So I've got
no, it's not
another.
critical aid.
Got a plus.
Right, let me
22.
check my bonus.
Oh god.
That's a 28. So yes.
Yes. It's okay.
I need to see.
Plus 3 to what you get.
I need to see.
I got another. That is I got a 42.
20?
I got it at 20.
Oh god, you grab her and you float in behind her and you get her in a chokehold, right? Like the traditional blue demon fucking chokehold. Yeah. And you got your legs around her lower half and you're doing the full pull.
Like Nora just kind of swims, kind of bounces off the edge of the 60-foot pool of water, and then just goes right back in and just.
So as you're choking her out, she closes her eyes and she moves all of her arms out at once, and blades form around her and start swirling. Everybody within 20 feet as my action. I can't breathe, I can't talk, so I can't use my other spells that I would love to fucking use right now. As 6 longsword strikes start flurrying out from around her at a -2, because I suck right now. I'm going to blade barrier everyone, and we're just gonna do this.
That's Red Servant Hands. Call Nora Wayne Brady.
I need. It grows all the way out to the edge of the 60-foot, cuts through the water barrier out to 120 as it is just cutting through parts of the train, like damaging it, pinging off of it.
Is she casting
the saving
this as,
throw.
Like a reaction?
This is my action. Two actions.
Because I only went once.
I know, but I didn't go at the end of my round.
Oh, okay.
You guys just started. So you dove through, but I need reflex saves from both of you.
Okay.
Is this a spell that they're casting?
It is technically a spell, but it is a 2-action version, not a 3-action, because it's a personal ability they have.
All right. So is there somatic components to this spell? Like they use their hands?
Yes, but I would be able to go because this is before she pinned me. Because I had to go at the end of the round before we came to you guys.
Right, well, he's
But since there's manipulate actions, I get an attack of opportunity.
Oh, fuck. Sure.
So,
punch her in the snake dick. I'm going to have to make a concentration check, aren't I? God
real big.
Damn it.
Bigly. We've got a... Okay, this isn't my shield. That's gone.
Okay.
A 37 to hit.
Yeah, that hits me. God damn it. You are so close to critting her on that hit. So close, man.
So that's 15 damage from the punch.
Did I have her grappled from the last round?
You grappled her. I take my penalties to save. Yeah.
Yeah,
oh no,
she's
my AC
flat-footed.
would be too lower, wouldn't it? From being
She's
grappled.
flat-footed. Yep.
Fuck, you crit me.
Yes.
Even better. All right, so.
And she also
I rolled a
needs to
6 on the
succeed at
first
a-
dice. So
at
I already made the
DC
concentration
5
check.
yeah.
I got a 40.
Did she succeed at the DC 5 flat check?
Yeah, I did that already.
Okay. All right.
So that would be a crit of 34.
Oh, I mean, I'm still up, but damn, dude. And you hit Ghost, so she takes all the damage right now. Fuck me. And she's in the water. So you reach through the barrier as it goes off, like slamming into her chest as the blades go off and hit everyone in the area. I need your reflex saves.
Okay. There's no way I'm going to be able to make this, but whatever.
That's not that DC. I just rolled it for the damage that's on there. Her
okay.
DC is lower right now because she's stuck in the water. She's drowning. And she's not exactly what you think she is.
Yes! 36!
You take half.
I'm gonna
15
spend
points.
a hero point.
Oh, wow. Is that your first for the season?
Sorry, I'm being very loud
Shut
right
up.
now. But I feel like I have a good reason to be loud right now.
Which dropped the total even worse, so that sucked. So I have a 24.
As blade after blade goes hitting you, I don't crit you, but you take 30 points. You did fail the save. As they start chopping into your armor and your hands, as you're reaching through the blender, punching her and holding her with Nora as you guys are trying to choke her out. You've got her at 2 rounds from, went in, grappled her. She's in the water, choking. So 1 of 3 rounds have been hit right now for your drowning.
Okay. So then after that...
And then now you get your 2 actions left.
Okay. So I've got her... got her grabbed. Got her grappled. Let's see. So I got 2 more actions.
Sorry, what was the damage from that reflex?
30.
30. Okay.
Let's see. Didn't get a critical. Target is grabbed. Okay. I don't have to devise a stratagem because she's actually a part of the haunt, which was a part of my.
I know. I know your
pursue lead. So I'm gonna roll.
Just cast a large net and catch all the problems.
Just catch all the problems.
Sorry, Drew's gonna be in a worse situation than you all are, so.
It's gonna be.
We'll see how Voss handles this.
Drew will be fine. Of course,
I mean, it is
Drew
spirits.
rolled all the
It is-
20s.
He is literally doing the thing he is the best at right now. He's gonna be dealing with ghosts.
Yeah, exactly. Drew rolled all the nat 20s last session. This time it's Kelly, so maybe Drew will have a little bit rough time, but I'm pretty sure.
And Lillian has to have a dandy fight. I told you were going to a party. I told you.
spending a hero point.
They're like walking each other, snapping in the party, and someone's like, "Dandy fight!"
Let's see. Does a 36? Does a 36 hit her?
Yes, yeah, it does hit me.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm gonna spend my other 2 actions to wind up for the
For what?
fucking grievous blow.
What? What is this?
We've done it before, dude.
Oh, that's right. You have like the well, you don't have the 1-inch punch, but you have the extra damage.
I don't have the 1-inch punch. No.
Yeah.
So 2 attacks. So 3, 6.
Fucking
That'd be a
ridiculous.
32. Okay, strike hits. Steal. Okay,
so
so
screwed.
my strategic strike is now 3d6.
Okay.
So if the strike hits, I deal 2 extra. That wasn't super great, but that's okay. So that's 8.
Break that GM.
12.
Are you still rolling damage?
Yeah, dude. That was really good, actually. So.
And you can you hit spirits?
Yeah, because my hands are ghost wrap.
That's right. Ghost wrapped weapons. All right. All right.
Or
All right.
ghost touch.
Don't forget, you guys all have ghost bullets as well. You just have to load them.
That is
Because you guys got
28
that
points
from the community unlock.
That's 28 points of damage, and it ignores an amount of resistance to physical damage equal to my level.
And how many points was it?
I did 28.
So you're getting her to choke, you stretch hard, and then you're bopping her in the face at the same time.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's my action. So now Emerson gets to go with his other 2 actions.
Everston, would you like to keep fighting inside this blade barrier?
Yes. In fact,
She goes unconscious. The spell probably go away, right?
Yeah.
It's a race to the finish. Holy shit!
This is gonna be horrible. Give me a
The
roll.
formerly dead is back on their bullshit.
Yes. Are you beating on her? What are you doing here, Everston, as everything is going south? I feel like we have the wrong music on. Like, I had this sour domber horror music ready for this big haunt and ways to do it, and there's ways to solve it. Voss is on that train. The rest of you are on the pro wrestling match train? Like...
So,
let's get some a little better epic
This is your own fault.
My original
Eric, this is your
plan-
own fault. You let Amir play a fucking luchador.
Listen.
It's canon.
10 years ago.
Listen.
Yeah.
My original
Canon.
plan-
That's how that shit works.
My original plan was to take this out temporarily because Kelly, the player, and Nora, the PC, think that if we did run into something and it caught, it would probably be on the first car because that's where the most powerful creature seems to have appeared.
Uh-huh. Anyway.
So we're hoping by
Go ahead,
taking
Todd.
this out.
No, Everston, continue. I have more important things to do now.
Since I don't have a shield to raise, I'll take an action to pull a magical arsenal item.
Oh, fuck.
As my free action, can I see what Kristoff is doing?
No, you're inside the wall. Oh, yeah, you're inside the
watching
water
mommy
through the
work,
veil,
honey.
though. You're inside the there's a silhouette of him lining up the harpoon right now.
Bring your son to work day.
He's lining up the harpoon right now. Fuck. So I took all the damage. God, and you're doing a magical item. Can I get someone in the audience to roll me a d20, please? For the random magical item. This is the magical version, right? Are you shooting it or pulling it?
I'm pulling it because I don't recall how many I have loaded up.
Two.
Okay.
Two.
Two? Oh, that's right, 2.
Hold on here. No. 2 is what they rolled.
Oh no, that's what she rolled.
I'll pull it. 2 on the die. Okay. Oh, I see what you mean.
This is the one that's it's a magical item, right? Like a magical item, not the
That's
elemental
right.
one.
Right, not elemental magic item, the rare stuff.
A statue of a small elephant.
Oh my god.
It would have been real poetic if it was a snake.
No, it's a statue of a small elephant. The trunk is up. It's made of like a black metal. It's got silver tusks that come out. It's got a bunch of runes inscribed on it, and it's about I mean, I shouldn't say small. It's like this, but it's like Everston's palm.
All right, time for Operation Dumbo Drop. Bam! Smash it down.
Are you hitting her with it? Okay, cool. Can you give me a roll to hit, please?
Absolutely.
Does this work? Abelisks are like a big fish.
Natural
right?
20.
Yes.
Yes.
I need the audience to roll me a d20 for a save for the object, please.
I am
As
right
Lillian
now. Holy
vanishes
shit.
into dream world.
Ellie's like, I'm out.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Oh, god damn.
She'll name him Snorky.
A 12. Todd, as you hit it once, boom, you see cracks form across it and light starts to pour out. And it's like this scintillating like rainbow of greens and blues and yellows.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
How much damage does it do?
2d10 plus your strength modifier, please. You're pretty sure if you hit again, it's going to break it.
Well, it is a crit, so that's 4d10.
Oh, because you roll natural 20.
No, that's
Fuck.
20.
I need to
plus
know how
another
much
2d10.
damage you do. You might just break it in
20.
one blow.
And then my bonus damage is 7. So,
fuck.
You ever seen Water for Elephants? This is where they get their revenge.
55.
What?
55 points of damage?
55? Holy
55.
fuck.
I rolled a 10 and an 8, plus the extra 2 dice were maxed because of our crit rules, so
It's
lots.
Where do you hit her with this thing? I need to know what you're doing. What does this look like? Because
Well,
it's about to get
imagine
real wild
I'm-
up in here.
I'm driving the tusks right into her chest so that she's
like just
not,
driving it home?
can't. Just so it's harder to breathe, knock that wind right out of her.
So, have you ever been stabbed in the mouth with a brick? That's what's happening.
Meanwhile, Foxglove is like, why? Why am I with these people? What is happening?
as god damn it, as your arm goes through the blade barrier, through this like ethereal water presence, and the blades are just tunk, off your arm, and you drive it into her chest. The horns go through the back, and you kind of feel them hit your armor. And as he keeps pushing, it goes crunch and shatters. And you hear of all the water go and suck into the gap in her.
Ooh.
I need both of you to make me a reflex save, please, because you just blew up a wondrous item.
I feel so bad. That could have been a new war tusk.
It was 100% a wondrous item that would turn into something, yes. Now it is turning into a small black hole in another plane of existence.
Sorry. Reflex.
Reflex, you said?
31.
Reflex. Okay, that's good. You pull your arm out.
I'm going to spend a hero point because that was a natural 1. My dice have finally turned against me.
31. All right.
Okay. That is a lot better. That is a 34.
You need 28s. As it sucks, and you see her get pulled and compacted and sucked into a black hole inside of the lantern. And then do you reflexively turn off the lantern, or do you let it happen out here? One's going to happen in the city of Merrifield. The other one's going to happen out here.
Well, it's contained to just Merrifield. I'll turn it off out here.
So you're going to let it go back to the fully populated
Let's
spirit
not
realm.
do that. Let's not do
Just
that.
clarifying.
Let's not then. I thought you were saying it's happening at both no matter what.
Who wants to roll the 50d6? Make sure I did that right.
Does the bot even go that high in the chat?
No. I mean, I can make one. Sorry. 45d6. 45d6. I mean, you can just type it and roll it in Roll20 if you want. Unless you want to pull out 45d6 while I pass the Voss and start rolling one of you two.
No.
You want to split it in half? Do you each want to roll half?
I'll roll it, Todd.
I got. Oh, I was gonna say I'm gonna put it in the chat here.
Okay. While you're pulling it in the
45.
chat, make sure it's the digital dice so it'll roll it on the table so we can see it. Oh, that's
168.
I wanted the screen just to fill with fucking dice. As there is a... And the ripple happens in the water as Nero's lantern is trying to contain it. And inside that bubble that you both hop out of, there is something horrible happening. Voss, there's a loud noise. Your spider senses and feathers tingle. You know something bad happened somewhere. You can't see it through the army fighting in front of you. What do you want to do as these two groups are clashing together? First time you've actually seen combat between the two.
Dora and Everson are on that bullshit again. I can tell from here.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Just in the distance, just golden glow contain.
How far am I from the engine? I'm still in like car 6, right?
You're on car 6.
It's like,
But I promise you, it is like a daylight bomb went off inside of a pool. You can see it.
Daylight's good. Here, daylight
It's
is
not
always
actually
good.
daylight. It's gold magical energy, specifically
That sounds like
transmutation.
daylight. That
And in
sounds
the
like
center there's a
daylight.
black
That's
hole.
fantastic.
I need
I'm
to-
not. That's that. There's an army in front of me. I can't really see it.
I'm going to need somebody else to roll me a d20 in chat, please, while Voss is deciding what he wants to do.
Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I just want to make sure that the hunt. Oh yeah, it's only 120 feet. Cool. I'm going to take a slight step to my left. Heightened lightning bolt down the skeleton side.
Oh, like step into the army and shoot through it?
No. Step to the left, so I'm focusing on the side with the skeletons, not the side
That's also
with
going to
the
shoot down the
spirits.
train. They're coming up like this.
Yeah, but it's only 120 feet.
Oh, I didn't know if you were trying
it's
to catch
one
the whole
car.
line climbing up.
Hell yeah.
I mean, are they in a line? Because I'm basically
They're marching up a hill like this, dude, and fighting on top of the train. If you walk into the Earth Guard side and fire down, you will hit the whole line. There are armies coming up the hill. I'm showing you the side shot. If the train is in the middle moving this way, they are marching up the sides of the hill like this. If you step in on the Earth Guard side and fire this way, you will hit all of them marching up in a line.
Oh, so they're coming up in a line. I thought they were coming in like a wave.
There's like, yeah, there's a wave, but you're going to hit more going that way than across. They're only like maybe 7 to 10 deep. You're going to hit like 30 the other way.
Oh, well, yeah, I'll do that.
I'll make my save. I got a 20.
Okay, it's not a critical. It's not a critical fail.
Give me your damage.
33 points.
As it arcs through, hitting one to the other, and jumping from all of the areas that are metal on the ones that are physical right now, like off their bones and arc, it spreads and hits the next one. Goes to the next one as you shoot a line through them. You disintegrate the physical ones. The spiritual ones take damage as well, but they are still trying to manifest out of it, moving up the hill. One of the Earth Guard people look to you and say, "Keep firing, Mancer!" And they start firing down into it, not realizing you aren't actually with them.
Right.
That was 2 actions. You got 2 actions left.
Well,
Do you want to make any perception checks
basically,
or knowledge checks or anything like that?
Yeah, I'll do another.
You want occult or perception? Fettering? Well, you're not really fettering them, so.
Yeah, no, I'll do a perception and I'll do a another occult if I can to see if I can.
Do you want to do
anything else
two
out
actions?
about this bullshit?
Are you doing 2 actions then?
Yeah, I'm here,
sure.
so
perfect. Give it to me.
We'll go for it. So perception would be obviously the first one, I think, because I'm trying to find what I'm looking for. It's a 24.
On which one?
For perception. Perception's a 24.
That'll get you the 10 mark. The carapace that is moving up, when you shot the one, the bones hit and fell on the train, but they didn't disappear. They are still here. The silvered bones are still here.
Silver.
Make your second check.
I'm using a hero point for the second roll.
Okay.
God damn it.
Yeah.
I'm not really using tools for this. I am using oddity because we already established that. That's a 27.
And that's for cult. So if this is driving through a mountain area and these bones are something that is material, there is a chance there is remnants of the bone on the front of the train from driving through.
Oh, we're just gonna clean off the bone then with what happened in the front of the train. We're fine.
Well, what was that D20 I asked the audience to roll the second time?
Amir rolled a 12. Blue Demon rolled a 12.
That was the first time. The second time.
No, that was the second time.
Oh, you got 2 12s?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What would you like to do? Drew, that's all your actions, right? 2 to shoot? 2
Correct.
knowledge checks. You're guessing there's bones somewhere on the train. That would make the most sense. Maybe on the cow catch up front or the rail layer that's made the lay down rail. That would be your 2 guesses. Somewhere under the train, which would be a bitch right now if that was the case. Like something bounced up into it. Or somebody has one of these bones on the train and you're passing through. That is something else that could cause that as well. Thank you for the raid, Return Policy TTV. We're about 20 minutes left in our show. Welcome to what is about to be the creation of a sphere of annihilation.
We won't talk about spheres of annihilation yet.
Yet.
Cool. Voss, where would you like to go?
I'm out of actions. I can't move anywhere closer to the sphere of annihilation.
So, held by your throat by the blue sanded hand and the second one on your shoulder wrapped all the way around where the fingers like come up and through back to the wrist. He is sitting on a chair waiting as you said you need a moment. And Icadus goes, so what exactly are we waiting for? Are you contacting someone? Because I can tell you no conversation gets out of here without my say-so.
No, not contacting anybody. Just thinking it over before I agree to something.
I'm not going to kill you. I will tell you that right now. I'd be happy to just bring you back to who needs to see you and let them do what they need. But I don't think death is in order.
Who needs to see me?
I am not allowed to speak of that. I'm hired to do jobs, and I was told to gather the companions that have caused much chaos.
So this party?
Ah, yes.
I mean, what's the dress code like?
Oh, I mean, I can make you whatever clothes you would like to wear.
Okay. And can we bring companions?
Only what's with you right now.
I
don't think if you cancel Bartleby, he shows up here. Can I get a perception check from you?
Sure thing. That is going to be, that was a 14 plus... Oh, goodness, I'm so sorry. Let's see.
That image that you spoke of earlier, the Beetlejuice image, very similar, but indigo sands.
Okay.
How long would you like to stall for?
Till he gets there.
For those who don't know,
around?
She has a gargantuan boa constrictor familiar that's semi-intelligent, and is her patrons granted her a larger familiar than normal as a witch. So how long would you like to wait for?
Yeah, anaconda.
Anaconda.
Well, that was 25 then, yeah.
Don't want none.
I want to I still want to gather more information on this party. Okay.
So I get that. Are you stalling?
I am stalling, but it is because I want to get information.
Are you interested in the party? Is that why?
I am very interested in the party.
Give me another diplomacy check. And what do you say to him with this diplomacy check?
I'm just going to say, so this party.
Ask if there's any eligible bachelors.
No.
Anybody would go there that I may have heard of before? There are certain social circles I don't particularly care to run into. I'm sure you understand.
Well, the Court of Night will be there. I also believe that the Court of Summer is there, and I believe that the party would be a combination of the two sides in the middle of a peace treaty. It's a real party. I'm not making it.
I mean, this seems very like there's a good amount of like historical value going on there. It might be a
Oh yes, whatever person, whatever side dies, fails in their political intrigue, will be forced back into their side of the court, meaning there will reign at least 100 years of night if we are to take over.
That's very interesting.
Why it's so dark in the world right now.
That's a fair point. I mean, I'm very interested in this party, and you're sure that
Excellent.
I would be
Is that
welcome?
a yes?
Well, I'm still gathering information. I need to know
Wait.
my party.
What do you mean you're gathering? That's not how this game is played. And he like stands up, and he's tall and slender. He's just shy of 7 foot. And he's got the long white and blue socks and like the long coat on. There's this shimmering blue with when the moonlight hits it, you can kind of see the dust that's on it. And he walks one step forward.
Is it white or blue or black and blue?
His is white and blue here because it's white and blue.
Oh, okay.
His are white and blue here. Yes. He's got his prey. It's white and blue now. So as he makes one long stride towards you, comes up close, and he kind of looks over and he's like, "Are you trying to play me in my own world?" Very tricksy, very tricksy. I appreciate the effort.
I promise you, I'm not trying to play you. You're actually describing something that, for whatever reason, I am very interested in.
I figured you would be. Your mind is full of parties and things you've not got to do. Something about a dead family member. Your nightmares are quite horrifying.
Thank you.
Oh, you're quite welcome. They're a beautiful sight to behold. Anyone who has nightmares as you and hasn't been driven mad is quite the fortuitous person.
I'm flattered.
Who
so
is this
yes,
Baroness Brass that you have a companionship with?
just a friend.
Really?
So I'm curious. Yes, if we were to attend this party, would this be a party here? And I'll kind of like
No,
gesture?
we are traveling through the realm of nightmares to the party itself. It takes a little time.
Okay.
You just delaying us is going to make us late, though.
Well, I'm just thinking it over really
Can I
quick.
get a diplomacy check from you? You've already won one.
Yes.
I swear to God. You're looking for 2 more successes or a crit.
Hero point.
All right, Foxglove. You got 1 left.
Yep. Nope.
You got what I need. Did you roll another 1?
Rest in peace.
You rolled another 1.
Oh.
He goes,
homie.
well, I see that you're delaying. And you see the into another sand dune, and he goes, what is here? And he turns to look, and you see Bartleby's face come out of the sand again, and he like makes eye contact. He's like, oh, I see. And he turns around and puts his hands on that stool that he has, and he tosses it. It turns to this wave of sand, covering like a wall around you. I need you to give me a will save for Bartleby.
Okay, I'm gonna use the Bartle baby dice.
Night, Bartleby.
No.
Roll well.
I'm gonna try real hard.
I mean, he uses your saves.
Oh, okay. I was pulling up his information.
Just as attack stuff's all you need off that. Familiars use your saves, if I remember correctly.
Cool. Come on, bud. Come on, buddy.
2.
Final hero point. I'm using it for Bartle baby.
I will allow that.
Come on. My door broke. My chair broke. My computer broke. I just don't want my familiar to die. Yeah, Bartleby's dead. That went from a
What
nat
did you
1 to a
get?
2 on the dice. 2 on the
dives.
dice, baby.
When he hits the wall, he hits it like he hit a door and just slides down, and you hear. He goes, "Are you ready for the party?"
I don't need to finish the artwork I started for him.
He's just sleeping.
That's why he's passed out, Todd. You started drawing him.
He's sleeping.
That's right.
Are you ready
Weird
for the party,
mutant
or do
power
you
came true
deny
again.
the
Probably
party?
had to take both his hands off you to do that, huh?
Nope. I specifically said that he left behind 2 sandy blue hands choking her and holding her arm still, and then he pulled new ones out of the sand.
All right. Well, yes.
Deliberately said that.
Let's get going.
Excellent. Is this the +1, the large thing?
Yes, that's him.
Okay. He walks over, and like as he walks, one step his jaw lowers. He walks another one, it lowers again. He walks another one, and it descends down to his knees, and he swallows Bartleby. All right. Let's go. You can have your friend if you win.
Bartleby's never been on that end of that action before.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
He usually swallows everybody else whole.
Brain is breaking a little bit right now. Let's do this.
Excellent. Well, continue. And he lets go of the one on your throat and leaves the one arm. And he puts your 2 hands together, and he takes the other hand off. He's like, I trust that you'll hold your agreement, seeing that you're really not a threat to me. Let's go. It's a little bit of a walk. You follow? You now are not paralyzed, and you're able to move. Do you follow, or do you not follow? Do you do something foxglove crazy?
He has Bartleby, so I'm gonna follow.
All right, you follow. Camera slides back through all of the sand and debris. And as it kind of fades away, you see in the middle of that golden light a black ball. Pieces of the engine of the train pulling to it, and then going and getting pulled into it. You needed a 14 on the die not to fail to save. For the second one. Nora, Everston, you're out of harm's way right now, but you do feel the pull. What would y'all like to do? Kristoff is aiming a harpoon in the bubble of water that's slowly kind of fading away.
Well, do we have it fully contained now?
Oh, the Maryland's dead.
Okay.
Sucked into oblivion.
Well, we didn't open like the end of Evil Dead. Like, my God, how do you stop it? We don't have like an
it is a
unstoppable
black
vortex of doom.
circle sphere sucking in all the water, sucking all the magic back in right now, and pulling pieces of the train off that are hitting it, and then it is crumpling them and pulling it in.
I blame Drew for this because before we started, he was asking Eric stuff about
absolutely
spheres of annihilation.
At the end of the show, I will show you the dried ink.
Okay, all right.
It's in the table that it is a extra dimensional wondrous item. Summons elephant golem made of onyx, metal, and silvers.
Yeah. Should have just summoned an elephant, huh?
You could have. I didn't expect you to crit with a goddamn thing.
It happens.
The Marilith is CR-17. Critting it with that was probably better than fighting it.
That's why we were trying to drown it.
Yeah, you were. You were doing really well. It is now drowned.
She hit me once and put me at half.
Drown Ed.
Drown Ed.
So I just want to know where you two are going. The train's still moving. It's still in focus. It's still moving by, and the orb is kind of floating and moving with it because it's stuck in the ethereal right now. It's not technically in the material.
Nora, do you have any suggestions of how to deal with that?
Fly back around to land. You guys like 60 foot from it, I assume, so you're out of the sphere of influence?
Yeah, I would say either, and this is just Kelly spitballing, either an Arcana check or asking Casil if he knows how to handle this, or if there's a way that we could move this while it's in the ethereal.
I'm fine with all of those. Which one would you like to do? I'll say one action to move back, so you got 2 left to be out of harm's way.
Right. Since you're the one who inducted him, Todd, do you want to summon Casil?
Sure.
Okay. The spiritual ghost, the elven knight, shows up. The armor first, like last time, holding the sword as the arms appear. And he puts the sword down. He turns. He goes, "Hello. Why is there a gateway from here into another realm? What is that?"
The more important
unnecessary evil.
How do we close it?
Fuck you.
You're fine. It is in the ethereal plane as he manifests himself as like solid as he can. He's like, I don't think you should be harmed by it at all.
Can I roll engineering lore to see why parts of the train are being pulled into it then?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That's a 20.
You're guessing it's probably pulling the souls out of the engine. And like slamming them and pulling the metal to it and hitting it. Because it's all soul bound.
All right.
The actual train should stay intact though.
Okay. The sphere is pulling the souls from the engine.
Well, turn it off.
Easier said than done.
I think we can talk to Omar about that.
I would say turn it off. I cannot be near that or it will pull me. I also would say you should probably get the lantern away from it. Unless you want all the souls inside to get devoured.
As my Everston, go fly to the train, tell Omar to stop the engines.
Well, you could do that in one stride. Well, 2 strides.
Because I'm telling him to do that because then he'll take the lantern away, so we won't have to worry about the lantern. And then I can stay here.
2 strides, I think, for you, right? Hold on here. 55 feet to like lean over and talk to them through it.
Yeah, 2 strides. Yeah.
Okay, so free action to talk. Tell them to stop the train. Kill the engine.
Kill the engine.
Yep.
Omar looks up. There is 2 dead spirits on the ground, like ectoplasm. They're like slowly vanishing. He's praying over top of them. And he looks up and he goes, "What? Stop the train? Why would I stop the train?" Are you
There's a
intimidating
vortex
him?
to another realm. It's
no,
there's a vortex to another realm. It's sucking the souls. We need to stop.
Engineers, and they turn and they start hitting levers and switches and turning things off.
So with my last action,
Yup.
I know we're kind of doing this out of turn, but with
It's
my
okay.
last
We're not
action,
really in combat with you guys anymore. We're more in combat with Drew,
right.
with Voss.
Can I do a perception check to see if there are any obvious remnants that would need to be cleared off the train, like in the cow catcher or something?
We'd have to go up by it, and you'd be walking into that bubble of etherealness from the drowning sorrow, unless you wait for that to be gone.
I will wait for it to be gone, I guess. Let's see if there's anything else I can think of. You know what? I'm pretty banged up. I'm going to spend my last round.
Extremely banged up.
I'm going to spend my last round, or my last action, to battle medicine myself.
Excellent. Voss, we go to you. What would you like to do, Voss?
100 hit points.
Yeah, I'm going to set the DC to 30.
Okay.
Are we on a curve right now or a straightaway?
Straight. It went around a curve in the very beginning. You guys are in a straightaway. It's still in a straightaway.
30.
Okay. I'm gonna...
You've arced a line, and we've had 3 attack cards played. They are guessing with what you just did, they will win this fight on their own.
Cool. I'm gonna head to the front of the train, see what the fuck is going on.
All right, so out of combat, we'll move you guys to the front of the train as everyone gets there. Inside, as you're walking away, you finally see the gate.
What the fuck did you do?
I would have made Blue Demon proud. Excuse me.
You see the gate start to close. Hold on. Wait.
I see this as an absolute win.
Oh my god!
Oh god. Okay.
Let's have
Son
Eric
of a
do
bitch.
his seriousness.
Okay.
Oh,
Sorry,
fuck.
Go ahead.
The engine stops moving as the gate closes and finally goes as they turn the engine off and it has nothing left to feed on. Castiel in the ethereal says, "We've made a gate of some form. It's here. It's still there. I can see it." The train goes and stops.
All right, hang on. What the fuck happened to the engine? Run me through everything that happened. And I start walking around the front of the train,
There was a
looking
Marl-
for whatever might, like, looking for, like, a silver bone or something that could count as...
There's nothing up there. You search the whole thing. No check needed. Like, you're taking your time. There's nothing there. Sweep of the train would be the next thing to do.
There was a
Yeah, I mean, that's...
Yeah. I'm like there was a Marlith. It was it shattered Everson's shield.
You need a 37.
We decided to drown it.
No, I didn't get it. Arcana, right?
Yeah,
no.
I'm like, we decided to drown it, so I snapped my suspenders and grappled it back into the ethereal. There was a bit of a tag team action, maybe bouncing off the water boundaries, and Everson rammed a wondrous figure of some sort into its chest, and then there was this sphere sucking up all of these souls. You should have seen the elbow.
The figure was an elephant.
The figure was an elephant. I did an Akata bomb. Have you seen Foxglove?
I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of you for the Akata bomb. No, I haven't. Although Bartleby ran past me like a fucking freight train going the other way and then jumped down into one of the cars.
Through the car.
We need to find... Yeah, through the car. We need to find... And I tell him what I figured. I was like, there's got to be a piece, like a bone or something. Because... And I tell him what happened with the other skeleton, how the bone is still there. It's like, there's got to be another one of them on here. It had to have been the thing that triggered this entire situation. We got to find it. It's got to be... It's got to be close. I thought maybe it was caught up in the front grill or something of the cow catcher.
That's one of the reasons I came up here too. So we need to find the Reynolds. We need to do a sweep to see if there's any of these other silver bones. We need to find Foxglove. Oh, I'm glad I was able to take that 3 seconds to patch myself up 47 hit points.
Jesus.
So as you all begin to
Non-magical healing is the best.
Sweep the train, and here's how we're going to close this down. As you're going through looking for Foxglove, as you make your way past the car, because it's not that far from where you are, the tides are gone in here. The battle has finally ceased, but the Earthguard are still patrolling around the train. They have not left. They are now, like, they've won their fight and and they're staying because you haven't left this area far enough. You're still in it because you turned the train off. And they are all standing, looking forward to the front of where the train is. And you don't know at what. You'd have to go ethereal to be able to see that. Cassiel says they're all staring at the gate. That's what he would tell you. But as you get to the car that Lillian was in, there are legs out in the hallway, peeled. And the door that's kicked open, there's a man laying there. And at first, you're positive this man is dead. But I rolled a 20. And I have 1 hit point. And he is holding her foot and whispering the entire time, keeping her awake. Just out of the edge of falling too deep into the dream. And around his arm, there is this indigo blue portal and sand kind of piled around her body.
In one portal and out the next?
In his hands through the portal. Oh, you're saying that to the group?
Yeah, I kind of look at him like, out of one portal into the next?
Voss,
finding the cause of the taunt.
I need a perception check from you.
26.
On the left-hand side, there is a mirror that is round. It's got 2 hands on the bottom and 2 hands on the top. She has shot it enough that you can see the silver and black is chipped away, and the hands are bone.
Motherfucker.
Title of the episode: 2 holes, no waiting. Ugh, it felt gross as soon as I said
Wow.
it. Sorry.
Wow.
I point to the mirror. I'm like, we need to get that off this train.
The man's still singing and whispering. He does not stop in fear that she'll wake up, so I can't have Francis explain anything to you, but he is dismembered, both legs peeled and in the hall. But he is awake and keeping her alive and keeping her from falling into a deep slumber. In the sand, he writes, "Can't hold much longer."
Arcana or occult?
Arcana, actually. Arcana or nature?
$33.
If you were to do a little bit of work, you're pretty sure you can open the portal up large enough, since you have been in one of their domains before, into their realms before. You could reopen the portal with a little work. Kind of think of it like a ritual you would be casting to open it back up. Because right now you'd have to crawl through, and I don't think you can make yourselves this big. All of you, including Everston, before you get any smart-ass ideas.
That's true.
I saw the gears grinding, and I'm halting them like a train.
Where's
I mean,
those munchies when you
I have pest form. That's the.
You do. You could get
about
through.
that.
I mean, you're welcome to go through, and we could make it a side quest.
There's no way to pull her back.
No. No, not. She has to win the conflict. Shaking her won't wake her up. She's too deep.
So I messaged you earlier.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's 1,000 things going on. I apologize.
No, I know. This is before the Crazy and the Go and the wrestling match. In those 4 days, would Daria have been able to come up with something that we could now get to help Foxglove?
Give me a D20, audience. Let's see. We'll close out. We're going to close out on that. We're going to close out on Daria. Give me a D20. Let's see if this girl's got enough to help Foxglove get out of here.
It's going to be an 18.
It's going to be a
4.
4.
It's going to be
a 4. Ed, is Ed here to roll?
No.
He saved crossbones yesterday. A
We
10.
got 10. Average.
So Daria, have you talked to her? She says, "Well, I have something. It wouldn't wake her, but it would help you while you're in there. I have a smelling salts that we could use that keeps you awake if you feel yourself start to fall into too deep of a slumber. I have a dozen of them. They're only 2 uses."
So that's 24. All right.
Are you wishing to open this back up? I don't know anything about that.
I got it covered.
All right. Well then, Foxglove, you and him walked over one dune and down into what looks like a large courtyard, building, like a big open-aired building. Think Colosseum pillars, black and white marble tiles. It's like this shining sea of night that covers the ground, and it splashes almost like water in slow motion. And whatever you think of to look like in wardrobe is what you are wearing. If you try to do a color other than black or like that moonlight white, you'll have to make me a roll to do so. So what do you look like as we close out this evening, walking into your first party?
So we're going to go very, very smart. We're going to do the like high-waisted black skirt, the like double button, like sort of thing going on. We're going to do a lace overshirt with some frills going on, undershirt underneath, all still monochrome, very black. And we're going to go ahead and just take her regular knuckle brooch and kind of turn it into a larger pendant, if possible, with like a high collar thing going on. And we'll go ahead and where she'd normally walk with her cane, she'll get like a parasol for little fashion flair.
Can I get percentile from you? You need a
Yes.
9 or lower is what you're looking for.
On a D100.
Yes.
Just roll the tens place to even figure it out.
We'll see. Maybe she'll get an 09.
Oh no, that's an 85.
Wow.
You call out to your patron, and it is dead silent as you walk down into this night-like sea, and people start appearing out of the sand and coming out of the shadow and the light on each side as conversation and dancing begins in the middle of this ballroom. The rest of the group ritual goes off. The whole tears open, and you see this desert of indigo and like diamond-like sand. And inside, you see moving creatures in the dunes. And we're going to cut there for the evening. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. This was an intense episode. Very intense episode. I did not know that you guys were going to beat the shit out of a Merilith. I thought for sure that this fight was going to go down to the old school, let's figure a way to solve it, Nora style. But no. No.
We did solve it Nora style. Nora has 2 styles. Super serious, investigative, and
Not
akata
wrong.
bobbing.
Amazing episode. Thank you for all of the raids tonight, the hype train, the cards. I'll go through the sub list tonight and make sure that everyone who subbed gets their free pack of cards. I only have one thing going on this channel, which is this Friday we're doing a big Merrifield Town Hall as we are planning more than just Merrifield. I actually want some help building our lovely ball that she's going to, sort of engagement. I don't know what you would call a courtesan engagement party, where she gets to be the dapper person that she's been since she built the first episode. Get all your dandy powers leveled and ready because everyone goes to level 10.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit.
Quick question though.
All right.
Quick question. After the side quest, the solo side quest, and now this episode, when are you gonna stop going easy on Allie?
When she knows her character inside out.
I'm kidding because you are driving her insane with the pressure.
Kicking the shit out of these bendy arm kids.
I'm helping her learn the system and setting as quickly as possible by putting her in the worst situations that somehow she's lived through all of it. You guys wouldn't know that the bone. You wouldn't know that the bone was that mirror. She wouldn't have shot it.
Pew, pew, pew.
You never would have found it. It would have taken forever. So she left a parting shot that let her survive. It was smart. I thought she was going to solve the... You were this close, Allie, to solving the haunt in that room. So, thank you, everybody. I hope you had fun.
Not put me in your little Gravelighter club. I'll earn my way in.
Earn my fucking way. I hope you guys had fun. All the raids. Thank you for everyone who joined us tonight. We got raided by tons of people tonight. Awesome seeing everyone. And for anyone who's new to the show, we do this every first and third Tuesday of the month. The following Friday is our town hall meetings where we build Merrifield, the ghost town that literally lives inside the lantern that is housed in Everston's chest, and they can go in and out of it, and they can manifest it as well. The War Lantern patch is still for sale. They are individually numbered, and if you are ever to play an Ethauntia game with me, they give you a hero point as well. And we're going to go look at dice here as a group right now because we just got our first molds pulled for our dice. So we're going to go look at that privately and be giddy little kids about our first Ethauntia dice, hopefully coming out. I hope you guys had fun.
Before we cut it, I would like to apologize for being so loud, but holy shit. That was amazing.
Awesome. You are fine. You got to akata bomb somebody. You got to be your idol. And I don't apologize at all. This was an intense episode, and that was how it was planned. Now we get to have fun. It's going to be intrigue and politics.
We're going to rebrand as Tenwick's Angels because she's clearly got everything under control herself.
Fuck that.
Good night, Scott.
Good night, everybody. Have a great
Good night, everyone.
Perception Studios up if we want to raid.
Perception is, let's raid. Let's raid them. They're some of my favorite
Be right
people. We
back.
just had him on.
Thanks, everybody.
Raid. Isn't it the Perception Studios?
I think it's just Perception Studio.
Perception Studio. No S.
Done. We're gonna raid them and say hi to them. They are some of my favorite peeps. Spoon 9, baby. Spoon 9. Thank you to everybody who watched our show tonight. I hope you had as fun as we did. If you're looking for our War Lantern patch, and there are still some to pick up, you can purchase them from our store. There's some numbers left, but not all of them. Oh no, it did not pull up. There we go. Thank you for joining us. Thank you to everyone who subscribed. I will make sure you get your Stream Loot cards, and we'll see you all on Friday. For those who love Fenrir Rising, we will see you tomorrow for the final Scream Sheet Missions episode. Let's go give them all of our love. Smash those ghost buttons and MVPs. We'll see you over at Perception Studios. Season 1 War Lantern patches are finally here. Glow in the dark, only 95 limited run. It comes with a card of authenticity, and we are excited finally to have it in our store. Link down below. And remember, like, subscribe, and share it with all your friends, because when we hit 1,000 subscribers, we have something special to give away.